Podcast, presented by Memphis Shades, the clear choice for custom windshields and fairings for your motorcycle. And Wild Ass Seats, stay in the saddle longer and in total comfort no matter your butt or budget.
LIVE.
I know. I always feel so let down after that countdown.
I love your intro music, man. I was like,
every time.
What's crappin' in Five Dirty Biker fam? Welcome to FDB Live. We are with our favorite Floridian primate, Professional Monkey.
I hear an echo. Who has their shit
I
on?
do too.
Somebody turn their phone down.
Who's
God
monkeying
damn it.
around?
hey, it ain't me. I'm a professional.
Sure is. All right,
Monkey is a professional live streamer.
Yeah, he
No,
is.
I suck at this. I just get really wasted on camera, and people think it's funny. That's all I'm doing.
You get a lot of super fans giving you stickers when you do that.
As I sit here drinking 120 proof whiskey, you know that's
Oh,
how
good
it
for
works.
you.
Nice.
Did you just get that right out of your bike?
Yeah, I've got a
Typing
tap.
that right out of your bike.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Is there going to be a monkey in Uranus in July?
There's
I
going to be
would freaking
gerbils.
love that. And it's even in Missouri, my home state, right?
Yeah.
The problem is I'm like en route to Sturgis. You guys are like there the week before, I think.
Are we?
24th?
15 through 17.
No, yeah, we're
15th through 17th. I'm heading to that way on the 29th. I don't know, something like that. Then I'm heading to St. Louis.
We'll stop in
to be
Uranus.
with family for a few
We
days,
are.
and then I'm going on to Sturgis. But yeah, it's too close.
Everybody's coming to Uranus.
Everybody's for $20. You know, a lot of stuff
Yeah,
can happen, man. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
the bike payments are expensive.
They are.
Hey guys, speaking of Uranus, we need to keep a watch on the time tonight. I don't know if you guys are watching this, but there's a new TV show that's starting tonight called Stuck. And the first episode title is Vibrator in the Rectum. And the description is
What?
the description is Brittany lands in the ER after losing a
Britney
sex
Spears?
toy in her rectum. No shit. Go check it out.
It's not
TLC,
me.
10 o'clock Eastern.
What?
This is must-see TV. I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling
I
you.
mean, I want to know what channel you're watching, Percy.
TLC, brother. It's
TLC
Yeah.
my ass. It's a new one.
Wow.
Yeah, there's not some TLC there.
Yeah.
That's Pornhub.
Too
He's
much.
lying.
Exactly.
We'll do a group watch of that in Uranus later this summer.
It's the Adam and Eve channel.
We'll need the projector.
Yeah.
Also, it's pronounced Uranus. Hello.
Uranus. I'm not Uranusing on anything. I'm going to go to Uranus.
I actually had a viewer send me one of those like remove before flight keychains, and it actually says not gay, but $20 is $20.
You can't
And it
argue
is
with
on
truth.
my bike keys. Like
That's right. That's right.
You can't argue with truth.
so, whenever I get a package that's from a viewer, my daughter knows that she has to leave the room until I open it and can see what's in there. And then I go, "We're all clear," and she'll come in and she can see what it is. So,
You never know what you're going to get.
lots of liquor. I mean, people are trying to kill me.
How many people have said this? I've completed Pornhub. Like it's a video game. He beat the end.
I
He beat it.
I beat the last boss stage on Pornhub.
He
That's
literally,
not
he
the only
literally
thing he's
beat it.
beating up. I can tell you that.
She
Yeah,
damn near
Military
took me
Biker, I
out,
don't know if
guys,
you
but I
watch his
beat her.
channel. You should. The dude's awesome. He's a freaking British tank commander who just retired. He lives in Canada.
Got a nice
he
new
just
bike
bought-
too.
He bought a brand new Ultra. Is it a Road Glide or an Ultra? I can't remember if he's got a Batwing or a Shark Nose.
That
But
was a street glide, wasn't it?
yeah, but it's red and black, cool as shit. But I was laughing hysterically when he unveiled it. It was like, well, look at these stupid Canadian lights. Like a Canadian motorcycle is a European model, and a Harley in Europe's got big stupid reflectors on the saddlebags and big dumb taillight. And anyway, it was hilarious. Thanks, De Beard. No, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20, you smart ass.
Maybe De Beard realized he's in the wrong place. He's
That's
like,
right.
hey, you're not gay? I'm in the wrong place.
Wrong live.
He Googled hot manly love, and this is where he ended up. I don't know.
Oh no, he Googled Brittany and rectum, and this is what came up.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Ugh.
She's red.
That's too funny. Sorry, I should have given you a heads up on that one, Brittany. But
I didn't know
It's
where
all
you're
good.
going with that. I was like, where is this going?
going to Uranus in July. That's where it's going.
Well, we're going in April. We're going earlier. We get
We
early
are.
access to
Yeah.
Uranus.
Yeah.
Maybe Putt Pirates will be open. We could be the first hole in one.
Better
There's
than the
not
last.
actually a putt place named Putt Pirates. in
Yeah.
Uranus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
the line below it said, "Sink your balls in our holes." In our hole
I
or
didn't
something
see
like
that
that.
part.
was
Yeah,
this
it was-
city made for you guys? Like, was it
Yeah. Oh,
actually
yeah.
like?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
we think so.
Chug a beer, spin around the golf club 8 times, take your putt.
Like I said, it's better to be the first in the hole than the last. So
Well, as long as nobody dick dives on the hole, I'm good.
I don't want to be the sloppy fifth.
Dive.
sloppy fifth. Somebody
Oh
reach
my
in there and get
God.
all 5 of those balls out.
That's what you call a dog in the bathtub.
Ugh.
All right.
All right, goddamn, that's enough talk of Uranus. It was
All
like,
right.
oh,
Now,
what the
before-
fuck just happened?
Before we start, announcement. Announcement.
Da-da-da.
If you guys haven't been paying attention, if you don't know yet, Chopper won the Autism Sportster build style that we're going to be building out. So Jared Blockhead, I don't know if you guys are watching. I thought I saw Jared in here.
Jared's
earlier,
in the
but-
chat.
Yeah,
Jared's
I thought
in
he
the
did.
chat.
I saw Nancy too, Miss Nancy. But we're going to be building a chopper. So thanks for all you that voted on our free Discord.
Yeah, we had quite a few voters.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
people joined recently to do the votes too. So thank
Jared
you
says,
guys.
let's build that bitch.
Yeah.
And can we just thank Nappy for staying on top of the count
Yes.
Yeah.
during that
Welcome.
whole bracket voting stuff? That was not easy. I think we picked a difficult way to do it, but she stayed on top of it.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, a chopper's really out of Jared's fucking wheelhouse.
Yeah, right.
He's going to struggle on this one.
No, I'm already gonna figure it out. I'm gonna take my Sportster chopper to Weems' place and go. No, yeah, this is for the 5 Dirty Bikers. Go ahead, yeah, just go ahead and build that, and then
Yeah.
I'll just pick that fucker up, and leave, and be like,
And just leave. They told me to come pick it up.
yeah,
I'm supposed to
it's
pick it
fine.
up.
It's all fine. It's all fine.
It's all good.
They were trying to convince Nappy into letting us fuck hers up because she's got that 1200.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah.
We're
It'll
not
happen
giving
soon.
it away.
Once you get that new bike this weekend, you'll never ride that Sportster again. You'll be giving it up.
We'll see.
What new bike are we talking about?
Yeah, you guys are giving it away early. It's supposed to come out on the next episode.
Oh, sorry.
Crap! Did I just blow it? Did I blow your surprise? I'm
Well, you
sorry.
might as well just fucking say
It's
it now.
okay.
It's too
So
late.
so I am in the process of purchasing a new Harley Davidson. Well, new to me, used. I'm going this weekend to pick it up in Milwaukee. So pretty exciting.
But we're not
Milwaukee.
saying model yet.
I'll leave that for the next
Okay.
episode.
I'll fuck that up on Monday night. That's
Yeah,
okay.
we'll fuck that up on Monday night.
No, it's that's how I do reveals. Like, yeah, I'm going to buy a new Road King today. Turn in next week to find out what it was that I bought. I suck at this.
I am
like,
actually very
influencer
excited.
shit.
These guys are, which I probably won't ride the Sportster very much, but I'm not getting rid of it either. So, as much as
What if
I,
we borrowed it?
Made some
how are you gonna
modifications to it.
borrow it?
Well, we borrow it.
sold
We,
it.
Yeah.
we make some modifications to it, and then we raffle it off.
It's not borrowing.
It's well, technically, you just may never see it again. You know, when you loan people shit, you
Don't make me
hardly
get-
ever get it back.
You
So
can get visitation
it away.
rights. you
Yeah.
know?
Don't make me get my son in here and beg.
Oh.
So this is
It's going
what
for
she
the
this
jugular.
is what she did, TJ. We have a group chat. She chimes into the group chat and she goes, "Hey, what would you guys think if I got a new bike? Seriously, you're asking the wrong fucking people."
Oh, it was
Bike
it
and
was
buying a
horrible,
new bike.
dude. It was horrible. It was like 4 days of torture.
Like, you're
She'll be
barking
buying
up
a
the
new.
wrong
She'll be
tree
buying a
here.
new car next week after we
Yeah,
get done with
I'll
it.
tell you to sell your car to get a new bike. I mean, what do you want to hear from me? She's like, "Will this mess up my home loan?" I go, "Fuck a home loan.
You know,
Go get a new bike."
We gave her
who
such
needs
great
a mortgage?
we gave her such great advice on the bike and on relationships. Like, fuck Jared,
So
just
much
do what
good
you want to
advice.
do.
So
Yeah,
much
she's-
good advice.
She's like,
yeah.
Jared's gonna be mad that I made this decision without him. We're like, Jared has nothing to do
Fuck
with
Jared.
this
You got free internet.
thing. This is not his bike.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
That's it. Yeah. Ryan just says, "Yay!" When Jared asks you, say, "Look, bitch." That's like how you start the
That's-
conversation.
That's
right? Like,
exactly his advice. Yes. That is exactly it.
Blades and bikes. We talked about my chopper being the donor bike because it's already a Paco. It's already kind of like, well, it's very American chopper. But I took off the '87 spikes that were already on it, so it would be a good starting place. But it's already promised to Lady Timberwolf up north because we're doing that old swap for a Springer thing. But I look at that purple bastard every day and go, "Fuck, someone take it." Yeah, do something cool with it. Do something good with it. But Lady Timberwolf would literally shank me because of the so. She's terrifying. Dude, we met her in Orlando, went to downtown Disney, and we're going through the line, and we get up to the metal detectors, and she just goes, "We're going to have to go back to the truck." We go back to the truck. There was a 7-minute pause of like a 1911 out of there, and we got 12 knives, a 9mm. Like there was a pile of guns in my back floorboard.
Dang.
All right. Well, we do have a topic tonight.
We
somewhere.
do. Why do we want to do that? That's just going to throw us off.
Well,
Wow.
No, go ahead.
Good.
All right, that's fine. Fuck it.
okay. Well,
What day is it?
We've known this for a while now. We've seen it here and there, but there are certain entities out there that disapprove of influencers, social media, and like stuff
Fuck
we
them.
do, and like stuff we do for motorcycling. They think it's a big negative, and we wanted to have Monkey on because he is affiliated with an organization and he knows a lot of people in clubs and everything, and we figured he'd have a good perspective on the topic.
So, what's the topic?
If social media and influencers and that kind of stuff is ruining motorcycling.
Oh.
And sponsorships.
Money
That's
in
a
general,
whole other
right?
topic, though.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
I
hey,
guess
you're
we
a
can
beer
say
delivery.
okay.
Fuck them. Tony's right. I say lay on your back and get ready for the tea bag, bitches. It's coming in hot. I'm going to have a deep thigh burn when I get done.
Jesus.
The reason, Tony, that you're not referred to as Reverend Tony is I don't know why. Like,
I have no idea.
Can you get the little white collar piece and everything, and just wear it every Monday?
It'll burn his throat if he puts that thing on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Might
yeah.
catch on fire.
Vern says it's all my fault. Thanks, pal. I really appreciate it. So my long ridiculous perspective on this, and then anyone yell and tell me to shut up anytime because I don't take offense. I think that anything that draws attention to motorcycles, the culture, the history of it all, if you want to call it a sport, call it a sport. If you want to call it a hobby, call it a hobby. Fine. Anything that does that and keeps it alive is good. So that's my foundational statement. Anything that keeps it going is good because there was a period. I feel like bikes are in kind of a good place right now. Bikes are selling again, but there was this little drop, pre-pandemic where some of us that this is our religion, for lack of a better word, we're kind of worried about whether motorcycles were going to go away because they're dangerous and, everyone's, freaking fragile today. And So, being a biker, riding a motorcycle is going away, but it feels like it's coming on strong right now. Mm-hmm. And I actually feel like Harley's in a good place right now.
Yep.
So that's good. That anything that does that. The flip side of that is it has given the stupid asshole a voice. Mm-hmm. And that's not good. So, and I'm not talking about the actual content.
He can't talk with these nuts in his mouth. Just saying.
Jesus.
All right. I'm done. I'm done with the teabag talk.
But you've got channels putting out all kinds of content, and then that for some reason that's made thousands of people who bought a motorcycle 18 months ago, they now want to weigh in on topics that they have no knowledge of, no experience, and it's okay to be new and not know what you're talking about, but that whole don't broadcast when you should be tuning in thing that I've tried to live by my whole life. Find the old guy or girl in the room with the gray hair and a long ponytail and go stand next to him, shut up and listen. And you're going to hear great things, make friends, and learn a lot. And that's not happening in the comments section. In the comments section, people are weighing in on shit that they don't know what they're talking about. And a prime example, we were talking about this before we got started, is just a few days ago, I was at my local Harley shop just going to visit a friend. I was actually in the cage. I was in my truck. And I went to go visit a friend of mine who works at the dealership. And I pulled in and I get out of my truck, and next to me is a car. And my truck I'm a freaking redneck with a diesel F-250. So when I got out of my truck, I'm looking down into your car next to you. And there was a dude in his little BMW in the driver's seat on a Bluetooth phone call wearing his cut. Now, not the end of the world, but he had colors on the back. He had, rags on the back of an association, an organization that's pretty sizable, not hog. People keep asking me if it was a hog member. No, it wasn't a hog member. And I did a short walking in laughing, going like to this car right here, like you take your cut off when you're in the car. That's just dogma. Holy crap. The freaking comment section was like every 12-year-old on earth was like, my mom said that I can do what I want. And they want to comment on that. This isn't for discussion. This isn't for back and forth. This is fact. Certain things you do not do. And if you're part of an organization and you wear colors, you do not wear a cut or your vest when you're behind the wheel of your automobile. Ever. No exception. Never happens. It gets folded. It gets put away secured and you drive. And then when you get where you're going, there's reasons where you have to drive the cage to a thing. That happens. So a fundraiser, a barbecue, you have to work the grill, that kind of stuff. So then you get out of the car, then you get your cutout, then you put it on. You just don't wear it when you're driving. These things are set in stone. Like there's no negotiation.
They're not up for debate.
They're not up for debate. So don't debate them. Mm-hmm. So that's the downside, I think, of social media and moto vloggers is shut up.
So I guess
shut the fuck up.
I guess my question about this topic is that I have over 100 videos out now, and I don't have one single video that I make a single comment about MCs, MC life. I'm not a part of it. I don't know anything. I don't know enough about it to have an opinion, positive or negative. So I don't speak on it. I don't talk about it. I'm not an authority on that. But I do, however, have an opinion and talk about motorcycles as they've been in my life since the early 80s, right? I mean, so I think that for, respect is a two-way street. And so I don't believe that I should be thrown under the bus, number one, for something I'm not doing, right? Which is commenting on MC life or culture. But I do have an opinion, and I should be allowed to have an opinion on motorcycle life and culture, because that's been a part of my life, for as long as I can remember. I mean, as soon as I could reach the pegs, I was riding. Mm-hmm. So I think that there's a little bit of a misconception too on, maybe what it is that that some of these guys are feeling butthurt about in terms of influencers, because I think that part of the rub might be the influencers, like you said, that are forming an opinion on something that they know nothing about. Therefore, they should just shut up, like you said, as opposed to an influencer that's doing his own thing and staying in his lane and is not getting out there and acting like I'm an authority on something I'm not.
Well,
you know what I mean? I think
I'm going to be
difference.
good because Dustin told me to be good, and I'm going to listen.
I didn't get that memo.
Well, I got it loud and clear. I was put in the corner, but here's what I would say, Ryan. And it's not even just about motorcycles and the stuff and what we're talking about with our community today, right? Anytime you hear some old fucker complaining about labels or groups of people by labels, just let it go because Mother Nature is going to take care of that shit.
Bam.
You know, I mean,
Jesus.
I mean, really, because there's a lot of anger out there, right?
Yeah,
in both ways. I don't care. You know,
Boy, my teabag comment was peanuts compared to that. I mean,
but it's true,
nothing.
right?
They'd be
I
happy
mean,
to take one.
You hear all these people complain about influencers, right? What the fuck's an influencer? Are you an influencer? And if you are, does that mean that your opinion and your content doesn't matter because this old guy can't connect with it?
It's because you're getting paid to do it.
Right.
How much are you getting fucking paid, dude? I can't even get a cup of
Yeah, a
coffee
lot of
anymore.
people don't get paid. to
You
do
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been at it 3 years and I'm still upside down. So
TJ,
I mean,
do you think there's a people not feeling relevant anymore? Do you think that is part of it? That, you know, as you get older, it's like, you know, we all have that family member, and we see it happen to our grandparents where they just stop, their style stops, like they just buy the same clothes that they wore in 1978.
Hey, man, you quit. I've been stuck in the same shit for a while. So
Yeah, but you know what though? That's pretty freaking cool now. I mean, like, you know,
it's all
You know,
coming back.
Is that part of it? Do you think that there's there's people that are not feeling relevant anymore, and so it's like they're leaving kicking and screaming rather than going away quietly? I mean, is that part of it? I don't know.
I think you hit the nail on the head in a lot of ways. Yeah, I think there's a lot of old brothers out there that are just a bit lost and a bit angry, and I hate that because I like those guys. Like, I mean, there's a couple of them here locally that I run into, and you can tell they're just carrying a lot of anger around because they feel a bit lost today. What I would say is it'd be so badass. There's some of these dudes down here that I love to death that have long ass gray ponytails and beards down to their bellies that are white as snow. Like, start a YouTube channel. I'll do it for you. Like, you just sit there and do your thing, and I'll record you and put it out there because there's knowledge and wisdom there, and maybe, you know, they might be sort of surprised at where some people tune in and listen, like, you know. But yeah, that's definitely part of it.
oh, you're so
line,
right.
Nappy, you hit it on the freaking head. There's that line between someone who just likes to make content and motorcycles is, again, I said it before, is their religion, and those that are like, I want to be an influencer and I want people to give me money, and then I'll ride this because they told me to, and I'll wear this because they told me to, and I'll promote this app because they told me to, and then there are those of us that are like, I ain't playing that game, I ain't gonna do it, you know, like
Right.
I turned down, I don't have a single paid sponsorship, and
Yeah,
it's
I
not
started.
because, it's
Go
not
ahead.
because the offers are there. Like, you get these emails that are like, oh, do this, do that, and I'm like, nope. I'm blessed with a good career. This is from my work, not from the YouTube channel, and this is fun. I just do this for fun, and the second it's not fun, I'm going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? There's a legit world out there for that, right?
Yeah.
And just because you don't get into it, fucking don't get angry about it.
Yeah.
Right? I
Right.
mean, ride your ride, live your life, embrace positivity, you know,
Well, there's a lot of
like you
people that-
said, man, share the wealth of your knowledge in a
Right.
positive way, right?
There's a trust thing too. I never going to call anyone out. I saw a channel recently say there's a discount for my people who are members of my channel, a discount on this part. And it's a fucking lie, because I have gotten parts from that company and they don't give a shit if you're a member or not of that channel. Like, that's not how that works. They offer a discount for people who watch your video. And I saw that and I was like, no, like, did you really take the discount that this people who gave you the parts for your motorcycle to do an install video, and then said the discount's only good for people who are members of your thing? Like, that's shady. That's bad. Like,
yeah,
you know,
That's
like,
shady.
and that's what people hate is dishonesty and shadiness, and
Right.
it's out there. and it's got to go, man. You know, like
yeah, we actually any of us, if we have a discount code for anything, we have a spot right in our Discord where we post them so that anybody in our Discord, and our Discord's free, so anybody in our Discord can use any of them. You know, if a company is going to offer us a discount for anything, we're going to post it there so everybody can use it. Because that, you know, we want everybody from the community to be able to take part in it. There's no reason to, you know, to not have it be that way, and to not be transparent about it, like you said, is pretty shady. I disagree with that. But I think one of the things that I have loved about social media and about kind of this new time in motorcycling is that you've taken a community of motorcyclists, which is large, but it's small compared to other communities, right? Mm-hmm. And now you've made it even smaller by giving us all access to one another so that we can make friends. You know, what would have been the likelihood that would have ever made friends with you, TJ? It would have been probably zero, right?
Yeah, it's social geographically media, impossible. Like,
right. Yeah. Social media is what
geographical oddities.
Yeah. I mean, social media is what connected all of us. Social media is what the podcast was born from. Mm. And so, and honestly, social media is what, you know, drove my entire crew that I ride with here in town. They're all people from here, but they all found me through social media, and we connected that way. And now, you know, and I have a great crew that I ride with. And so
is that swingerslife.com?
Yes.
It's Mr. Pineapple Head.
It was Mr. Pineapple.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple.com.
It was my OnlyFans Pineapple account that allowed me to make some connections.
I'm watching the side chat. Don't people throwing her names around. Don't No, we don't do that. I ain't calling somebody out personally, but there's people typing shit that really shouldn't.
Shit. Yeah, I agree
I ain't
with you,
calling
Ryan.
nobody out, but
we're not. We haven't named anybody. We're not naming names of anybody.
People in the side chat doing their own thing. I ain't talking about nothing, you know.
No. Why is Linda Nappy and Nappy Linda?
Listen,
Because here's what's happened. It's funny when I talk about it like that. When I saw that channel, it fucking upset me. Here's what happens. I get friggin' Instagram DMs from people going, "I heard you said this about me," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "No, I said this, that, and the other," and they're like, "Well, they said you were talking about me." I'm like, "No. If you think I was talking about you, then maybe you need to look at yourself." Yeah. Because I never said you. So if you think that if I said a thing and you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, because personally, the first time this happened, I'm like, I don't give a shit about you. So no, I wasn't talking about you. Like, but I don't know.
Somebody's got conscience, a little bit guilty.
Yeah. If you got guilt, you got to work that out. Like that's on you.
So let me ask you this, TJ, because I don't know. Before you started doing YouTube and that kind of stuff, did you need to get a blessing from your MC to do that, or did they just, or is it just leave us out of it, do your own thing?
We have extremely strict social media policies. Like it's actually we have a handbook. It's in the handbook. There are on-demand trainings we have to do. And then you have a chapter of Sergeant at Arms, a state Sergeant at Arms, a national Sergeant at Arms, an international Sergeant, and all that stuff goes up, and there's all policies about all that. So what I did was, I'm a long time member, so I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what that policy is, and it's basically, we always make the joke is, we'll know you fucked up when we see it. So you have to fuck up first before. But what I did is I would say the organization shall not be named, and I say a million times, I do not speak on the behalf. I say that all the time, like, these are my opinions, and I do not speak on that behalf of that. And I know that my chapter/state president watches my channel. My state sergeant at arms watches my channel. All the way up to the very top continentally watch the channel. They're good friends of mine. And I know, and then they know, you could call me and say, you pushed it too far here, or you didn't realize you said this there, and they know I'll pull the video down.
Okay.
Like it's not worth it. I'm not gonna dig my heels in and fight about something. If I screwed up, let me know and I'll take care of it. They know that. I just haven't yet done that. It's not a huge secret, who I'm a member of, and we're not an MC. We're an MO. It's totally different because when you're a 501c3 and you work with children, it's not, you're not an MC. That's just not what that is. That being said, we swim in those waters a bit, and we are very close with MCs all the way up to the 1%ers in our areas. And it's that balance, but the reality is you can talk to the dominant club in any one of the areas. Son of a bitch, look behind me.
Saw that.
Anyway, do you know when I said cross the line? I think I just did.
Yeah.
He pole vaulted over that fucker.
You're getting a thumbs down on that one, Monkey.
Yeah, I didn't know that file was on there. Anyway,
he was pole vaulting and caught his dick on the pole.
So that TV's off. Damn it. Anyway, they're all incredibly supportive of what we do, so no one wants to stop us from doing what we do. But it's actually, the funny thing is you could sort of map what we do and motorcycle clubs to social media, because it's the same thing. Like, we're never going to play that part because it's not who we are. Because if we play that part and we cross boundaries, someone's going to check us. Because we deal in flesh and blood, like day to day, face to face. On social media, can't happen. Like, you can go online and type whatever you want at any time, and words have no consequences. Whereas in real life, they do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of the things I say in the comment section is always like, it's funny that you would say that to me, because no one's ever said that to me to my face.
That goes for social media in general, right? I mean, I get the same thing, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a physically confrontational person, but I'm also not small. I take up a doorway when I walk into a room. So, but it's the same thing. People will say whatever they want to on social media, but they'll never walk up to you in a parking lot and say, "Hey, dude, the video that you just put out, well, you're a dick," right? They're not going to do that.
They're not.
No, they're not going to do that. It just doesn't work that way. So, social media, like you said, it's given a lot of people the wherewithal to say whatever they want and feel like they're empowered to do so. But, it is what it is. I mean, I look at it like this. I think there's way more positive than there is negative from the entire, in the entirety of the situation. And I'll give you a perfect example. The motorcycle I ride is highly influenced by styles outside of the upper Midwest. My bike looks like nothing that anybody around here has.
It's not a street glide.
It's not a street glide.
So you're running a club style Road King and you catch shit for it?
No, I don't at all. But there's none in my area. My bike is the only bike that looks like that. I mean, I'm
saying that because I like your bike. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah. No, I thank you. I appreciate that. But that style has not resonated up here. There's still big wheel baggers up here. There's still
those are beautiful.
What's that?
I'm running a 21. Okay, it's not a 29 or a 32. I got a 21 on mine.
But
trying to find that 45, that 44.
You want it to literally look like a big wheel from when we were kids. You want to literally look like that.
Tony looked like fucking Tony looked like fucking Stewie going down there. Hello, fat man.
Dude, I'm right here.
Cool Whip. Can I have some Cool Whip?
Brewing. Will Wheaton.
Mama. So here's I want to weigh in on this, because I think that social media, we've been talking about for years that there needs to be more new riders, younger riders. I think social media has been a big part of that too, because how many people are doing this these days that can easily see a photo of a bomb-ass motorcycle and just like that, they're hooked.
But then it requires them to actually go outdoors.
I just want to call out the freaking saddle tramps in the side chat here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Corey. I just
I'm watching the side chat
I'd be interested,
and I saw that and I was like, oh damn, saddle tramps here.
I mean, I'd be interested to know from you guys because I know it's happened to me quite a bit. I get comments all the time from people, especially now that I've moved to a new bike, that said, "Hey man, I bought my bike because of your channel." Right? How many of you guys? I'm sure you get them too, right? People that reach out like that.
I had a few here and
A
there.
few, yeah.
My
I'm not
channel's
going to
still
call myself.
tiny, so-
I'm not going to call myself an influencer though.
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying
Oh,
is
yeah, I know.
that just in what we do, we've touched people that have put them on bikes.
Hey,
First,
you
you
speak
confess
for
yourself,
yourself. I'm
man. You go out
touching no
touching
one.
people.
I am not touching anyone.
But how is that a negative
Show
thing?
us on the
Isn't that-
doll where
isn't that
Mr.
a
Percy
positive
touched
thing?
you.
I lost my doll.
Percy.
Show us on the doll.
I know, but I'll tickle your ass.
I
with a
agree
feather.
with you, Percy. I started doing my channel kind of for that reason, is because as like a female, females are often not included in a lot of things. We've talked about that many times, and so I wanted to be able to encourage other women who maybe haven't seen, thought about motorcycling to get out there and do it. Like, just because you're, short, tiny, petite, whatever, female, male, anybody, if you are interested in doing it, give it a shot. You don't have to be afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't buy into the whole argument. I think it's like we said before. I think it's people that are disconnected. And they're looking at, they're trying to come up with a rationale as to why they're unhappy fuckers, right?
Yep.
And it's very easy to point fingers because Monkey's on the tubes, Ryan's on the tubes, yeah, whatever.
Right.
Mother
Military
Nature.
biker
Easier
says
to
I'm an
blame somebody
influencer,
else.
a bad influence.
Yeah. Let me tell you what, if somebody buys something because I said something about you, you fucked up strong. Don't buy
Well,
anything.
you're going to sell a lot of Skyline chili come Monday.
That's right.
Yeah, you are.
Skyline Chili's,
Yeah. It can be a run on Skyline here. come
Moto
Monday.
Mortician supports that, Tony. He says Tony Cox changes bikes way too often to get followers based on his bike.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always the same brand though. You
Yeah,
got
it's the
that.
same
It's always
brand.
Harley, like,
I'm loyal, God damn it.
Tony's gonna have
tell you
somebody
what,
come
though.
up. Tony's gonna have somebody come up to him and say, "Man, I love your Sportster videos. How's that bike coming along?"
there really is something about
I'm 4 deep from then.
there's
That's what she
something
said.
about certain storied brands that we all may know and love, but if you're new to this, you might not, know. Like I can remember as a kid, literally a kid, being with my dad going on a ride or whatever, and the cool bikes had S&S intakes.
Oh yeah.
Every cool bike had an S&S teardrop on it, and I'm talking so far back that they weren't chrome. Like it was that rough friggin', and to this day, it's like S&S just floats in the clouds. There's a lot of good manufacturers out there, but that's holy. And I tell you right now, when Linda puts S&S on his bike, I'm like, see, that's the good stuff.
That's
So-
the good stuff.
It's that where you are an influencer is I think you've got people who are like, I already like the brand, but I see Linda uses it, so now I really that much more like it. And if there's anybody new out there, they might go, what's this S&S? It looks kind of old fashioned. Well, yeah, that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
And it works.
You know what influenced me the other way around? I didn't know what a fucking Dixon flannel was a year ago.
Oh.
I had no idea. But then you got people like that I respected, like, these are great. I live in Miami, dude. It's hot all the time. But when we have like 1 week of winter, and one of my viewers sent Dixons for the whole family, for me, for the wife, and for the little one.
Oh yeah, cool.
And I put that thing on. I was like, what is it? And I was like, where has this been my whole life? Like, is it born
I
and
had the
raised
same
Midwesterner? Like,
experience.
Yeah, no,
Holy
it's like
crap,
it's
these
made out of
things are
vagina
amazing.
hair or something. It's great.
800 thread count vagina.
Yeah.
it's amazing.
thousand hair count. It's fantastic.
I
Like,
would
it's
wear
so
this on my
bad
face
when I
if
wake
I
up in the
could.
morning, I look at the weather and I go, oh, it's going to be in the 50s. It's Dixon weather. I'm all excited to put my Dixon on. Like,
And my boyfriend.
Linda, we're live tonight. We can't edit that out when you talk about the
We
vagina
can't
hair.
Linda, listen, Linda. Listen.
It never gets old.
Patrick says Dixons are Vagina Bros. I know, man, but they're cool.
They're also for
special.
bagger bros, just so he knows.
No, it's Bagger Daddy. It's Dyna Bros and Bagger Daddies. I was corrected the other day.
Bagger dads?
Wow, I did not know
It's
that.
Bagger Daddy.
I don't know how that makes me feel if you call me daddy.
Well, I say dresser anyway, so it doesn't matter. So.
Look at that.
They need to come out with warm weather Dixons because I wear mine in sweat. It's just pouring down my
They make
face.
some short
They do
sleeve
make
ones,
short
I
sleeve
think.
ones.
Yeah.
I said they should do sleeveless Dixons.
You'll have to watch.
Ryan, is this
Oh
funny?
my
Your
God.
brothers, I made enemas out of my buddies' wives to get them into Dixon.
Enemas.
Enemies.
Oh, enemies.
Yeah, enemas and enemies are very different.
Sorry, Dakota Ryder.
Yes.
Put your readers
You're
on,
making
dude.
enemas out of your buddy's wives.
Yeah,
I got my readers.
yeah. Put your readers on, Percy. That's my boy
Damn.
Kenny.
Kenny,
Yes,
how's that truck
Sorry,
doing, man?
Kenny.
How you liking that truck?
Yeah, you guys wait till you see his bike, man. His bike is amazing.
It's gone through
Really?
metamorphosis.
Oh yeah, he took his Heritage and he put he took the bags off it and he put color match hard bags on there.
Yeah,
Put
I
a
saw
20
that.
21-inch twisted spoke front wheel with twisted spoke back wheels with his Carlini bars. He put a whole new full exhaust that goes all the way Bassani
Oh,
full exhaust
fuck.
all the way to the back.
Where's the
His bike
pictures
is
of this fucking thing on
dope.
the
I think
Discord?
no, he put one up the other day.
He put one on the
because I
Discord.
noticed
One?
I noticed the bags
Oh,
right
it's
away.
still
I
in,
was
his
like,
bike
those
is
are
still in the
different.
shop. Are you fucking kidding me, Tony? We
You
have
can't even get
17
excited
feet of
over one picture. It takes at least 3.
We have 17 feet of snow outside right now. His bike is in a shop.
Ugh.
Tony, go to the Discord. It's literally the one right
I'm not
there.
thumbing through
It's
that
the
fucking
last
thing.
one
That
that
takes too
got
long.
picture posted.
I like instant gratification. I don't want to have to work for it.
That's what she
You
says.
don't have to work. All right. Whatever.
Hey,
I
Drew.
thought
Drew,
you were talking
fuck
about
you.
my bike. I'm like, I don't have Bassani pipes. What the hell are you talking about? Because I just tore my Heritage apart. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
I'm trying to
Monkey,
keep
you're a
up
fan of the tabs, aren't you?
yeah, the wife's running them on hers.
A tab is from my hometown.
They're evil, man.
Mm.
Like, I'm telling you what. I actually had a cop stop in front of my house the other day because I was just running the wife's doing a little tune work, screwing with it. A cop car stops in front of my house. I'm like, fuck, am I really gonna get a ticket for starting a bike in my garage? Like, the guy rode and he walks up and he goes, "What pipes are on that bike?" And I was like, "They're the tab zombies and then the tab header." He's like, "Holy shit." He goes, "You gonna be here around 6 o'clock tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I
He
live
came
here.
back later with his friend. He's like, "Start your wife's bike." And I started, I'm like, "This is the weirdest." I got a cop ordering me to start my illegally loud motorcycle.
Yes, sir.
Start it. But I was telling the guy, I'm like, "Yeah, but this bike's cammed. It doesn't sound like, a stock bike." So, but yeah, they're evil. So she got 50 cals and their head pipe. I can't run them because I'm running the stretched Bagger Daddy no cutout rear end, so I don't. I have a turnout, and so I'm limited to like 4 pipes on the planet. So
I thought I could get their header pipes for my bike, but they don't sell them. They're not going to because the bike's been discontinued. I've heard that from them personally.
is it a unique
Dang.
bin you need just for that bike?
I guess so. He didn't really explain why. He just said because the bike's obsoleted.
Obsolete.
It's
try
not
and make it fit.
obsoleted. It's discontinued. That bike will never be obsolete.
Dude, when you photoshopped the FXRT fairing on your
Right.
bike
Yeah.
and said this is the bike they should have built, I was
Right.
like, holy shit, yes. Like, I'd
Yeah.
buy that bike over what they're making.
Yeah.
I wish just a few improvements. I think it would have been a hot seller. They just didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't take advantage of what they had.
Well,
they
the
were
thing
so
is, though, but they haven't discontinued it in Europe, right? It's a big seller in Europe, so the aftermarket's got to be there for a while on that bike.
And I
Aftermarket stays intact.
You can
for a
mix and
long
match,
time.
Dustin. So you could probably get you could get head pipes from another vendor that would still work with your tab slip on.
Well, I'll probably just go with just another full system. I've already got a couple in mind, but
Sure.
See, Heathen Barkers, it's a classic now.
There you
See?
go.
There you go.
You know what? The there's actually something there because I sit all day and I'm like, man, if I had a warehouse, I would own a Deuce and I'd own a Rocker and I don't, all these bikes that were just very short run kind of bike. Like there's something there because people are going to want that bike. They only made it for how many years? 3 years? 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's
4 years.
And it's a good bike. That's going to be cool.
And it won King of the Baggers. Yeah. Laidlaw's Coast Glide was built on a Sport Glide platform, and it won King of the Baggers.
Those things are freaking amazing.
I wish.
So, look who showed up, man. Where's he been?
Hey, Zach. We were just talking about Zach last week.
Yeah, I've been talking to Zach on and off here lately. We're going to go riding again this spring.
Nice.
Yep. He's a good dude.
Good to see you again, Zach.
Need to go back to Mission Taco. Maybe when Monkey's in town, we'll all eat at Mission Taco.
Done.
Or Fuzzy Taco, you choose.
Missing a taco?
That's over on the east side.
Yeah.
What, the Fuzzy Taco?
Don't do it, Tony. Don't do it.
Well, we'll go to Soulard.
Don't do it.
Don't say it, Tony.
TJ,
we're not going to say anything.
We're gonna have to meet up anyway at Weems' place when that bike is finished, so we can have a meetup in the street at Weems' place.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like Monkey's going to steal the bike, so we might show up to nothing.
No, that'll be my bike. He won't even know there's another bike. I'll be like,
he won't even know there's another bike. It's a strong side. The Fuzzy Taco's on the south side.
Not in St. Louis. It's on the east side.
Is it on the east
across
side?
The river.
Yeah, it is. It's delicious though. It's probably the best I've ever had for tacos.
I hear you got to cross the taint to get to it.
The tainted bridge.
The tainted bridge.
The tainted bridge.
Hey, I never thought about that. That's exactly what that is, right? The taint is a bridge.
Yeah, it's the bridge.
We're not really talking about tacos here, are we?
Yes,
not anymore.
We are. The taint is just
Ryan, my good friend / brother, the organization, he is from Manchester, England, and they call it Biffin's Bridge in the UK. Really? So whenever we're doing a ride plan, our road captain knows to stick Biffin's Bridge into the ride directions. So we'll have a group of like 100 riders, like ours, and then maybe some others that are from outside. And he's like, so we're going to go left. We're going to cross Biffin's Bridge. And he knows that we're all going to die laughing in the back because it's just UK for taint. Like we have to cross Biffin's Bridge. It's like, stop. It's a little uneven. It's a little ridgy. And, you got to keep the gas on as you go over Biffin's Bridge.
You don't want to slow down. You might get stuck in the bushes on the side.
Good Lord.
Here, real quick, I want to thank all of you guys in the side chat. There's 166. I think that's a high for us.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you guys for hanging out this evening. We really appreciate it.
Awesome. The tainted taco. Yes.
I think that must be the professional monkey effect.
Must be.
I was whoring myself on a short earlier. Did you guys? I did a short right. You can't see it. I have a big freaking wound in my eye from riding without eyewear because I'm stupid. And I did a short earlier today where I said, like, it's stupid riding without eye protection. You end up with a freaking sty. But smart people go to the 5 Dirty Bikers live broadcast tonight.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Love it.
Yeah, right? See, I'm learning this, like, pouring yourself out stuff.
You damaged your face just to get a plug-in for the podcast, dude.
I mean, when you pour yourself out, you probably had to go take a shower afterwards because
that's the difference between an amateur monkey and a professional monkey.
Well,
right there,
for my friends, I'll whore myself. That like that kind of thing.
We appreciate that.
I mean, this guy went ahead and got pink eye and then came on the 5 Dirty.
I know, right?
It's not pink eye. Pink eye is from getting shit in your eye. This eye is from riding without eyewear. Going,
you crossed that bridge, didn't you? You just crossed the bridge.
Yeah.
When you cross the bush bridge, you can come back with double barrel pink eye.
Double barrel.
Speaking of professionals, old Bill Jamison knows what he likes.
Face in a jar of Vaseline.
He's not talking about beans.
There you go, Will.
Andrew says, I'd like the showy helmet. I love it, except for the friggin' price tag. That's a friggin' $800 helmet. But
which one is it?
Bad weather. That some bitch is good.
Which one is it?
What helmet?
I have a Neotech 2, and so does Mrs. Monkey. I bought 2 of them the same day. Try going to friggin' Cycle Gear and writing a $1,600 check.
Oh my
And
god!
walking out with 2
brutal.
helmets.
No.
Like that's it. But
So
Well,
I
that
got to
would make
ask,
a nice
were you
fucking
riding
helmet,
that without the shield down? Is that how you got pink eye?
well, actually, that was me going. I just rebuilt my Heritage and made that Cholo bike out of it. And every time I do something to it, I have to take it for a ride because you got to verify the USB port works. So you got to go for a ride.
Sure.
And every time I do it, I end up going on Highway 80 and going 60 miles out and 60 miles back. And I just wasn't thinking. And no windshield, no glasses, no nothing. And I'm barreling 70 mile an hour down a country road for 60 miles and coming back going. And I'm actually riding going, this is going to give me a sty. Like, what the hell am I thinking? Because I get probably 2 a year because you're too dumb to wear anything,
Hey, I see military biker. Were you in? You've been to Case Raza in Frankfurt too? Is that where you're coming from?
What, you come back
not
with
that I
pink
know
eye?
about that, but
The Beard says his head's not worth 800.
I agree. Totally agree that Bert's head is not worth $800. Like someone could say, "Look, give me $800, or I'm caving Bert's head," and I'd be like, "You should just hit that motherfucker, right?"
TJ, you're gonna be on. You gonna be on DeBeard's live stream?
Yeah,
On Friday?
the Baggers and Brews,
Or is that tomorrow?
or we like to say panties and pilsners. It's Friday at 8:00. That's when you know you're friends, is when you really screw with somebody. Like I always tell people, like, look, if I don't insult you, I don't like you. Like that, So this Friday at 8:00, they're doing a live, and I'm going to be guest on theirs. We're going to talk about Daytona because they're going and I'm going, and et cetera, et cetera. And then next Friday, we're back at our regular live where it's just going to be me and Mrs. Monkey, where she tells me to stop drinking because she's an amateur. I'm a professional. But yeah. So it's we got a lot of lives leading right up to. I go to Daytona on the 2nd, and then I got to work. But then I'll be working for my rig. I'll be like on meetings for work with like people pulling hole shots outside the window. And like no, it's fine. Don't worry about the noise.
Nice. Boy, this chat's hard to keep up with.
I'm telling you,
talk
it's
amongst yourselves.
rocking in there, man.
Yeah. Thank you guys again for joining the live. We appreciate it.
Pipe says helmets are for people who think they have something to live for.
I'm a big
My
fan
daughter's
of
like, wear a helmet. I need your paycheck for a long time.
Oh, Monkey, you're new to the helmet, aren't you?
Me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in Missouri, I always wore a brain bucket, an illegal helmet, and then I moved down here, and you don't have to wear a helmet, so I never did. And I was backing out of the driveway probably about a year ago, and my little girl walks out, and my wife always wears a helmet. She's smarter than I am. She's got a more valuable brain. And my daughter says, "Daddy, where's your helmet?" And I said, "Oh, I wasn't going to wear one." And when your little girl, you see her go white flush, like, "You're not wearing a helmet?" And you're like, fuck. All right, I'll go get a helmet.
I'm going to go buy a
some
helmet.
helmet I'd owned for years that was like crooked and hurt. And then I came home and invested in all new shit. And now I wear one. I mean, most of the time. Unless I'm just doing a lap like I did the other day, that ended up being 120 miles.
Yeah, then you come back with pink eye, and there's questions.
Yeah, but I wear a helmet most of the time now, and that's just her. Uh-oh. The Empress is here. I don't know if you guys thought we were going to get off. It's about to go on. It's about to become unhinged.
Oh, check it out. All right. Oh, she brought her own chair.
Hey.
What do you guys
check it
drink?
out.
She brought her own chair and her own beer.
She brought a little drinky poo.
She got an amaretto sour, actually.
Wow.
Cheers, genitals.
And look, she's wearing her Dixon.
Nice.
Even the
Very nice.
Reverend's wife likes a nice stick and cider.
We are
It's a
honored to have
joke.
you here.
You guys
Tony-
remember that joke? Dick and cider?
Dick and cider, yeah.
Yeah.
Even
never
the
heard it
preacher's
before.
daughter likes a little dick and cider.
Yeah, there you go.
Tony, did you buy that SNS teardrop Dixon?
Yes, the Dixon. Yeah, the SNS.
That's what
teardrop
this
Dixon.
is. That's
Yep.
the SNS.
I got the same
Oh,
one.
okay.
I have
Yeah,
the same one,
yeah,
too.
okay.
We can't wear it at the same time.
Because
And
it's not
Linda,
big
you
enough
and
for
I
the two
can't
of
wear it
you.
at the same time.
Jesus. Oh God.
He doesn't know, does he?
What?
What don't I know?
That his name is Linda. He doesn't know that.
He hasn't picked up on it since we started. No.
Oh, okay.
He knows. He has to know.
Are you all talking about me? Fuck you, and fuck you. He's back.
Hey, Desiree.
I really think he doesn't.
He's a little slow sometimes.
He can't see over the counter to see the name down at the bottom.
Oh, you motherfuckers! Who did that?
Oh.
Boy,
It's
you
been
guys
like
are
that
just
the whole
fucking
podcast.
crappy, aren't
Dude,
you?
I did that 5 minutes before we started, man.
That's why he kept calling you Linda, because your moniker was right there.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got something for all you all.
That
It's
just
called a
shows
tea bag.
that
called
just shows that he's not listening to any of
Called a
us.
tuna can.
1 inch long, 4 inches around.
You won't choke on it, but I'll suffocate the shit out of you.
What is it? One of my buddies
Oh,
says,
that
I
was a
won't go
good
deep,
one.
but I'll tear the sides out.
Oh, Lord. Oh, geez.
Oh Lord!
I think I need a
You
refill.
motherfuckers.
I need oxygen.
Get you a little tank with the.
Yeah.
That's going to be the first addition to Percy's bike. Is going to be an oxygen
The
tank.
oxygen tank rig.
I think Karaoke makes one of those.
Yeah, they should.
I think he's
What is
froze.
everybody was talking about the Super Bowl halftime show that like some about
Am I
those of us,
froze?
everyone who loved it probably had to like stretch their back out a little bit afterwards. Like there's a little bit of pain there, you know, like hey.
Yeah, it was it was funny that there was a lot of mixed reviews, and I feel like if you didn't like it, it's because you don't know, and if you don't know, you might as well just go bury your head in the sand right now.
You know, my old man went on Facebook immediately saying, "I guess I'm just too old." Da 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 da. And I replied on Facebook, I'm like, "Pop, most of those songs were 30 years old.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, I
when
know.
something is 25 to 30 years old, can it have some respect? Can you let go when it's 3 decades old? Like
On his face about his music all the time.
I'm
You're
like,
the same person.
that's because we're married, my father and I. I don't know if you knew that or not.
You're the
Like
same person.
cranky bastards.
Oh, that was a great halftime show, man. Shit.
It was
What was it?
badass. Like
Yeah, who was it last year? You don't
Exactly.
even remember, do you?
Exactly.
exactly.
it's
You don't
all
even know.
either for our parents or our kids. Like it hasn't been our generation in a long time, I think, you know.
Yeah.
And so when I found out, I was like, I saw the preview thing where it had Mary J. Blige, Snoop, and Dre just bullshitting off stage, and I laughed. They were so funny that I was like, "This is going to be amazing," you know, like this is going to be great. And then I looked at the missus halfway through, going, "We're going to see Snoop at Sturgis, the Buffalo Chip in August," and it made us so excited because he
Still
was
one of the best concerts.
Oh, we
I
saw
mean,
him in
he was
2019. It's the best chip I ever saw. Best concert I ever saw at Sturgis.
Did
was
you
Snoop in 19.
did you guys see the video of Snoop before he went on stage in the green room?
No, I'm sure.
He got so fucking high before he went out there.
No, the funny thing was that people were shocked that he was smoking before, and I go, "Really?"
You
I
Yeah,
go,
I know.
Actually,
You don't know
he
this.
probably didn't.
What-
He
what
probably
they were
got
thinking he was
sober
doing.
again.
Bible study or
He's made of weed.
Yeah.
Like you know, that's what that is. He's just THC with like legs and arms, like walking around.
Yeah, he's. It's a
And you can't tell by
requirement.
looking at that man where he dances like he's 85 years old,
Right.
and somehow it's cool.
Right.
He's
Like-
danced like that since he was in his 20s.
Yeah, that's his dance since he was a teenager.
You could smoke one of his dreadlocks and get high.
Oh yeah.
He had what, 6 dancers at
Oh.
on the stage last year?
The Chip, it was
Oh.
2019 at the Chip. He walked out, he stood in the middle of the stage, did his little dance for 2 hours. Like he didn't move. He just stood there and did his little dance. He had strippers hanging off poles all over the stage.
Dancers. They were dancers.
They were strippers.
They
They hanging upside down. Like it was a blast. And then he stops halfway through and he just takes his glasses off. He goes, "Man, these fucking South Dakota bugs are so big. One of them fuckers just flew in my eye." Like we're all rolling, laughing, put his glasses back on. goes back to his little dance, does another hour. And then he stops and he looks out over the audience and goes, look, I don't know how many of you know this or not, but this audience doesn't look like my normal audience.
No, it does not.
It was great. Best Sturgis concert ever.
Definitely.
It was great.
Huh?
Snoop Dogg. That man's been doing it for a long time.
Oh yeah, I remember. What was it? Doggy Style, that album that came out.
Hell yeah, dude. That was
93,
7, 6.
No, it was earlier. It was earlier than that.
Was it?
I think it was
92, 3, 4.
I think it was
I don't
like
know.
3. I think it was 3.
Somebody Google that shit. Who's got the
I was in
Google
high
food?
school. I remember I was in high school.
Yeah.
When the Chronic dropped,
I said I was in high school, and she just said I wasn't.
when the Chronic dropped, a buddy of mine and I had a 1978 Malibu Classic that was jacked up and had mag tires and tinted windows and the whole thing, right? So here I am trying to be smooth, and I put the Chronic in my car. We bought the biggest cigars we could find, and we rolled up the windows and we filled the entire car. Yeah, there you go. 90 to 93. We filled the entire car with smoke, so that as soon as the part of the song dropped, when he goes when he says smoke weed every day, we rolled the windows down, and so the smoke just came pouring out.
It's like a
and
Cheech
then it
and
was
Chong
just
video.
Exactly, just like a Cheech and Chong video. And
I remember I had a 69 Chevelle. I remember you let all the air on the air shocks just so you could drop the rear end.
Yep.
Because it suddenly became a lowrider. Like at
Yeah.
that point,
Yeah, my dad, we went to this house to buy this Malibu, and I'm standing there and I look at my dad and I go, you're gonna let me buy this car? And my dad's like, yeah, because the lady that owned it was like 87 years old. And my dad goes, what are you looking at? And I go, Dad, do you remember the movie Six Pack with Kenny Rogers? And he was like, I think so. I go, that's what that car is. I go, that's a race car, Dad. He's like, no, it's not. I go, yes, it is. I go, Dad, that has air shock stock. I go, it has a 350 with a 4-barrel carburetor. I go, that's it right there. And he's like, he turns around and he goes, no, we're not getting this car. We're leaving right now. I got it for like $800, and it had like 67,000 miles on it. And I got it in the 90s, and it was a 78. It was amazing.
Shit, that was a peach.
I know, it was amazing.
I had a 69 Chevelle in high school. My mother actually saw it for sale on the side of the road, because that's how you used to buy shit, is you put your car on the side of the road with a sign in the window. And she showed me, and I was like, oh, it's perfect. I want it. And it was the right price and everything. And my dad goes to look at it, and he comes home and he says, nuh-uh. And my mom says, why? And he goes, because it has a 383 stroker in it with a phase 2 stall. It's a freaking drag car. And my mom's like, well, you already told him he could have it. Like that. My mother was just like evil. I drag raced that car. I put another 30,000 miles on it with one wheel off the ground, like coming off the line. Like, that's how I went to school every day, was smoking tires. Like, but yeah, it was fun.
I did find
Yeah,
I
you
did
let
find
the air
out
out, it would drop it down.
I did find out that Dukes of Hazzard is legit. You can get all 4 wheels off the ground on a car if you really try hard enough.
And then break the frame when it lands.
I didn't break the frame. I did break both of the back shocks though, because I went up in the air and kind of came down, and the shocks are up all the way, and it snapped both the shocks off. So.
I just heard in my head, just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. Ryan.
My buddy just about went through the sunroof. Yeah, it was awesome.
You're like, Bob?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
We named our first dog Flash. We did.
For what?
Come on, Flash.
Was the dog's name in the
from the Dukes?
Yeah,
I
from
got
the
you.
Dukes.
Yeah, the Basset Hound.
Oh. I'm slow.
Cooter's dog. Which
Cooter.
you would name anyone Cooter.
Only in the 80s could you have a TV show with a main character named Cooter.
I mean, when your mechanic's name is Cooter and he's working on your stroker, there's a lot going on.
I only work with mechanics named Cooter.
Yeah.
That's
I only want Cooter hands on my shit.
Yeah.
Now, if you go and the mechanic's name is Cooter, you better not walk in backwards. That's all I got to say.
Bring a shot of penicillin.
Jesus Christ. man.
Penicillin.
So Dallas says that Bry the biker said to say hello. Where's Bry the biker at? And he's like, why isn't
Where
he
is
here?
Bry the biker?
He's
got
doing
a
a
live
live somewhere. It's like a weekday night. He's on somewhere talking.
Oh, is he? I thought that was tomorrow. I don't know.
Bry's the hardest working man on YouTube right now.
He
Yeah,
is
right?
getting
Probably
after it.
is.
Oh yeah, Flash was Roscoe's dog. That's right, Roscoe Pico Train. That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Roscoe P. Coltrane. Isn't that funny where you realize as an adult how it acts? Because in my mind it was Roscoe Pico Train, but it was Roscoe P. Coltrane. Like I didn't
Pico
realize
Train.
Pico.
Pico Train.
Pico train.
You couldn't get any Pico back then. What was really funny is that whole show was filmed in the orange groves in Southern California near where I used to live. So you think that it was filmed somewhere down south, and it was not. Hazard County is in California.
Everything was filmed in either Southern California or in Illinois back at that time.
Well, I could see where the two are both the same. I mean, like Southern California and Illinois, or you know.
Every time you saw him driving through a cornfield, it was Illinois.
Fuck, I know
There are
about
cornfields
that.
in California
What's that? Yeah, there are.
somewhere.
Yeah.
There's nothing in fucking North Dakota because nothing can grow there.
Oil fields.
Too damn cold.
National flower.
Yeah, we can grow oil fields right now and roughnecks.
What is it? We were at the Chip. What year was it? We ran into that father and son duo that had no geographical knowledge, and they decided it would be good to go up north and then ride down through North Dakota
Isn't that 17?
to Sturgis. And they said the roads were so bad from the oil rigs. One of them broke their bike or something, had to stop. They said there was just sledge on the roads, and it was bad.
Yeah, we actually did that route last year. We did a tour of the state where we went to every dealership. We rode like 948 miles in like 36 hours. And all of those roads that he's talking about now, they've all been repaired because, North Dakota is the second richest state in the union right now. And so they've all been repaired, and they're like riding on the best interstate you could. They're all, like 3 lanes, 4 lanes wide, the best cement, completely flat. I mean, they're perfect now.
Yeah, the Chinese are really good at building roads.
Very smooth.
Stretch heading into Sturgis. That's so bad. Or heading
The
into
state
South
of
Dakota.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
The whole
that's
state of
It's
Kentucky.
heading into
Hey
South
now.
It's just
Oh my
nonstop.
God. Every year. I actually did a video while driving going, people of Kentucky, stop paying taxes. Like, if this is the roads that you're getting as a result of your tax money.
Man,
I
those are high
literally did
quality.
this for
That's high
300
quality
miles,
road
like
work
this,
right
you know.
there.
Okay, hold on.
The roads I've been driving on aren't that bad, but
Dude,
if you
go up
some
to
of the
Ohio.
mountains are.
You think
Every-
Kentucky's bad? Go to Ohio.
Every video I've seen
Yeah,
of Kentucky, this is what you get. You either get your bike covered in cement, like Tony did, or you drive over the penis road, and that's in Percy's video, where there's a gigantic dick drawn in the road.
Dick in the
And
road.
those are roads
Man,
in
that's a
Kentucky.
fucking landmark, dude. That's how you know you're going in the right direction.
My highest rated video.
If I drive
Penis points
into
the
a
direction.
If
The
I
dick
drive
direction.
into a penis, I'm going the wrong direction. I'm just saying.
I thought you would stop and back up.
This is not Kim Moto's show. Tony.
I'm just saying.
Give me
No,
little
the
scoops.
main interstate, when you're going to Sturgis, you go Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, etc. Wherever the main is, it just has ripples. And when you're pulling a 14,000-pound RV behind your diesel pickup, you do this the entire way through the whole state. And you're like, you bastards, you rat bastards, fix the roads. Like, it's unbelievable.
I don't
the
think
thing
I.
is when they do fix them, it's just worse.
Oh,
doesn't
some of the
get any
areas
better.
are. Yeah.
It's not a fix; it's a patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Alabama was probably the worst state I've ever driven through.
There's a
Terrible.
reason for that. They're
I don't
too
know,
busy-
man. There's a lot
they're
of bad roads in
Too busy
Nebraska.
talking about how everybody has a pretty mouth. That's why.
South Dakota's like that because it gets so cold and so warm through the
They're
year.
in
that
our
you end up with
Alabama
these ripples. Like, you're
demographic,
like,
Ryan.
"Ugh."
Thanks.
Jesus.
See, in Florida, we're like, why are these roads bad? Our roads are laser straight and perfect, but it's because it costs you $130 in tolls to go from one place to
That's-
another. And you know,
That's true.
Yeah.
So do you guys get the do you get the motorcycle discount? So if you drive through a toll on your bike, you don't get charged.
no, we get charged everything all the time.
Oh, do they got you there, huh?
It costs $15 for you to go to work.
What's left of the road?
That's a good one.
I like that.
I like it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we pay $15 in tolls. Is it each way? I think it's each way.
I don't think it's each way. I think it's total.
It's,
go where?
Put it this way, you don't even see it on your debit account anymore because they just charge. You know, you get so many toll
They
charges
just take
all the
it.
time.
That's to go how far?
50 something miles,
About 60 miles each way.
60 miles each way, but it's 15
Shit,
bucks
man.
each way.
We can hit $30 in tolls to go about 15 miles here in DC.
No shit.
No,
I thought
yeah,
Dang.
I thought the $8 I had to pay to go to Indiana was harsh.
No, dude, it's bad up here. I used to pay $28 to go back and forth to work every day,
Holy cow.
and that was like a 15 mile ride each way.
I just
or
get
drive.
pissed off going to Indiana, period. It's the asshole of America. And
Well,
I
they
got to
did-
pay to
it
go
is.
over there.
They are building a Uranus, Indiana.
They've already
It
built
deserves
it.
one.
Indiana has a new Uranus.
It was already
It deserves
there.
one.
The
They've
hole
had
is
the
already
grand
dug.
opening.
Yeah. Should
I
we
can
go to
drive
that?
1,000 miles in any direction and not hit a toll.
What's a toll?
Toll road? What are you talking about?
I think
Because
the
nobody
When I
wants to
first
drive
moved
up
down
there.
here,
I think the
everyone
o-
was like, "How do you not speak Spanish? How do you only speak English?" I'm like, "Because I grew up in St. Louis. I could drive 1,000 miles in any direction and only hear one language. Like, why would I learn to speak any other language? Like, I can't use it. You know."
He's
Yeah,
right.
as long as you can speak Canadian, you're fine.
Oh, jeez, you betcha.
Jeez. Don't you know?
Don't
Don't you know I love, what is it, root beer?
Oh, God.
Root beer? Root?
Here we
Sold
go
out.
again.
I have a
Motherfucker.
friend / coworker in London, and the first time he said he was cooking tonight, he ran out of oregano. I was like, "What the fuck? Hey, bring me the whiskey, the blue note. Hello, are you there? Whiskey, woman, whiskey."
You're going to get hit with that bottle.
No shit.
That's all right. As long as I get my whiskey, she can hit me with it.
It's whiskey.
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 Whiskey. Man.
I run US 20 to avoid tolls going to upstate New York. Oh yeah. See, Dallas knows it. Kentucky roads are that bad. I'm telling you, man, it ain't good.
I haven't had any problems in the 2 years I've
Those
been here.
back roads that we rode in September were fine.
Back
Some
road. You know
of
what it is,
the-
honestly though, is in Kentucky. It was so bad. I was calling people, like going like, "What the fuck is wrong with Kentucky?" It's the major interstates. It's a major trucking.
Were you going
route.
up 64?
No, which parts of Kentucky were you in?
He had to have been coming
Right
up through
now.
64, through Bowling Green, and then through Louisville, and
Maybe.
then over.
All those back roads are good, Dustin, because they need them. They need those back roads to be good so they can move their hooch from one
Yeah,
point
from
to
the all that
64
bourbon.
is
Not all
sucks.
of. I mean, not all the back roads are good, but these are like in the mountains where it's like really bad.
Oh. Well, wherever
Six-
Tony took us, I mean, the roads were pretty pristine. They're better
Yeah,
than
Yeah,
any
those
roads
were
in
all
this county.
great.
Here, you could tell what county you're in.
I can tell you
It's
that
like
all
that
the
in
roads that Tony
Nebraska.
took us on were good because he drove us
24.
right into a fucking rock quarry.
I sure in the fuck did.
Goddamn
Mistakes
cement
made.
rock quarry.
24.
64?
24.
24?
Interstate 24 is the southwest corner of the state. I'm only in Kentucky for a little bit.
Oh, you're down there by Paducah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it probably
yeah.
is worse down there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'm
like
surprised there's
I'm
even a
telling you, people
road
should
down
not pay
there.
taxes.
Right.
I didn't know there was roads down there, to be real
When the
honest.
name of your
There-
song,
Tony, there aren't. There are no roads in. Like these aren't roads.
Yeah, that's.
when the
Hey,
name of
Tony,
your
you,
town
Nappy, and
comes-
Jared should meet me in Metropolis.
Was Superman going to be there?
Yeah,
Metropolis?
Superman's there.
Superman's there?
Yeah, there's a big old statue of Superman.
Is that next to Uranus?
No,
Well,
no.
if you're
It's
down,
up and away.
if you're down in Paducah, it sounds like something you've left in your toilet. So that's probably why the roads aren't very good.
Yeah, Paducah.
Right.
Heard so many pics of my rental.
Way to go, Zach.
I don't know if there's any place in Illinois where you have to pay a toll except when you get up to Chicago. Then you pay.
I'm telling you, man, Illinois is full of shit on the tolls. When I went out to South Dakota, we went through there, and their system is you just keep going, but you've got 14 days to check a website and pay the toll, right? And if you don't, then they fine your ass. But
How
I have
very
no idea how that
Chicago.
works. What's that?
Those motherfuckers.
Very Chicago.
Yeah.
Like it's on you somehow to find out if you have tolls. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
think, if I'm not mistaken, they don't take the same Easy Pass that we have like on the East Coast. One of those states. It might have been Illinois.
Yeah, we use Easy Pass still on here. Pipes nailed it. Toll cameras can't see the license plate on an Ultra. The Tour Pack blocks it, especially if you relocate the Tour Pack further back.
It was that way on my Fat Bob when I had my box on the back. You couldn't, because I jacked up the license plate. The cameras couldn't see the license
All
plate.
you really need to do is take one single line. If you guys can find that that single line black electrician's tape, and change one of your numbers on your license plate, and you never fucking get a ticket.
They need some
there you
Batman
go.
shit that like closes the whole license plate.
There you go.
You make that 8. You make that 3 and 8 on your license plate.
Ryan wants to catch a charge instead of paying a $4 fine.
He
I
wants
can
to go
tell
to
you
jail.
right now that in the
That
state of
$4
Missouri,
fine.
if the state of Missouri, if the popo sees you've taken electrical tape to your license plate, you're going to be face down on a hood so fast. Like
They don't need a reason.
I hope
they,
so.
they don't have a sense of humor at all. Like in Missouri, like they're going to be in Uranus real fast. Like
That's what he's hoping for.
God damn, Ryan. The inner Kim comes out in you way too much, brother.
What can I say? What can I say?
Do you think
Jesus
they have a
Christ.
jail in Uranus?
Mm.
I think one of us is gonna go.
Not it.
going to the clink.
All I can say is face down on a police car is something you'll never forget.
I just think of Porky's every time. I don't
Have
know
you
why.
heard
I don't
the
know why.
MC joke about the cops? So a cop sat outside the MC clubhouse one night, and a guy walks out, stumbling, falling into each bike, gets on his motorcycle, and pulls out of the parking lot, and immediately, whoop, whoop, cop pulls him over. The biker gets off his bike. The cops, checking his license, everything. Then everyone leaves the clubhouse, and as they go by, the guy's sitting there, and he's like, "See ya, Tony. See ya." Give me some road. Zorro, see ya, Olaf, see ya, Pooch, see all these road names. And they all leave, and the cop goes, "What's your name?" And he says, "Decoy."
Gotcha. I gotcha.
In California in the 80s, when we used to ride, if you were in a line of bikes and you were breaking the law, the cops would pull up next to you and they would just point to the side of the road, and then they would go to the next bike and point to the side of the road, and they'd pull the whole fucking line over.
But that doesn't work because I can just keep going.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Throw a net? Like what?
Well, this was back in the 80s too, when they first started, when the cops there first started getting the supercars, right? So they have the
Mustang. They had 50
GTs.
Mustangs, yeah.
And then they had Challengers, and if you go to Beverly Hills, they have Lamborghinis, and these guys, you're not running from anybody there, so their cars are quick.
Zach, they do. There's a legit fudge factory in Uranus. It's gourmet too.
Yeah, sure
What's the name
is.
of the putt-putt place in Uranus?
What's that?
What's the name of the putt-putt place?
Putt Pirates.
Putt
Pirates.
Pirates.
Where's that?
In Uranus.
I walked right into that one.
You did walk right into it. Like, yeah.
Walked right into your anus.
And then what are the
more or less, but
what's the slogan?
It's sink your balls in our hole or something like that.
they're going for the full Uranus thing. Like they're in.
Oh, we're all in. We're all in.
We're 5 deep, so to speak.
Yeah. There's nothing hanging out but our ankles.
5 deep in Uranus.
Yeah, it's just our ankles are hanging out of Uranus. I mean, that's how deep we are.
I told them about Biffin's Bridge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we gotta go to Devil's Elbow when we're out there. You gotta go to the elbow to hit Uranus.
Well, I'll tell you what.
We're gonna go elbow
We're
deep.
in there so deep we need snorkels.
Our snorkels need snorkels.
Yeah.
John Hall just said, I think I walked in just at the right time.
When you walk in and Dustin's going like this.
Welcome.
It's a medical discussion. He's giving us a class,
Right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
It was a demonstration.
What this is an influencer's class on how to be demonetized.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of
not my channel, I don't
demonetized,
give a shit.
You have to be monetized first before you can be demonetized.
Demonetized. We didn't even attempt to monetize.
Should I bring D. Attenborough back?
Sure.
Oh, sure. Oh, God.
Oh.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Nancy Weems, just relax, said Dr. Bendover.
I can't wait to meet the mayor of Uranus. Self-proclaimed mayor.
Who's the boss of
Uranus?
Yo, Uranus.
How many votes did you
Yeah,
get?
that's
Mayor of Uranus?
Oh, this is gonna be fun. So this is fun.
We were saying earlier that I was going to take, Jared Weems is on here. They're going to build a chopper. I said I was going to take my chopper up there and go, this is the one for Five Gritty Bikers. Go ahead and build it.
And
And
he's
it's
gonna
like, pick it up. And I just,
He's gonna give it back.
No, it's for the donation
Yeah.
to me.
Even Goodwill won't take
Like,
some stuff.
suckers.
TJ was the first ticket buyer and the winner.
That holy chopper, it takes air and turns it into oil on the floor.
Holy shit, it does. That chopper's amazing. It actually, you put air in the tires, you come out the next day, they're flat and there's oil on the floor. Like this, there's no oil in the motor. It's still producing oil. I could be a millionaire.
No, it was like my daughter had a Jetta and you hit the brakes and the sunroof opened. I shit you not.
There you go. I'm telling you, could sink a well in that chopper. We could make a fortune.
It just keeps on giving.
It does. Well, that's what actually my buddy who was in the side chat that I bought it from. I didn't want to call him out because people would be just totally rude. But my buddy Captain, every time someone will say something about the chopper, if he's there, you'll just see him just kind of look away like. Because this is what I got when I bought the bike. He rode that bike for a decade, like rode it Key West and back. He lived on this hardtail chopper. But when I bought it, he said, yeah, it ran when I put it away.
That's never a good sign.
And he says the tank's a little rusty and it needs a battery. Well, those two things were true. There were a lot of other things. There's a lot of
other.
There was literally a 1940s Ford 3-door starter relay on it.
Oh,
nice.
Impressive.
Let that sink in for a minute. How many years that had needed to be changed? Like it was just, it's a boat anchor.
88 years old.
It's in the garage still. I kept it when I changed it out.
Probably need to be changed in 1941.
Yeah, I've been throwing parts at it like they're going out of style. It still won't even try and start. So,
The badge is wrong.
what's up, Sonny?
What the hell is that?
What is happening?
Welcome to D. Attenborough's Urban Dictionary. The word of today is Kevin. I hope I do not offend anybody in the side chat by using your name. Kevin is defined as an old-fashioned dildo used in ancient Greece that was made of wood. They went out of style due to women getting splinters in their tacos. And a sentence would read, Greek girl says, "Have you tried those new Kevins?" Greek girl 2 says, "No, but my grandma had to go to the medicine man after using her Kevin. You're welcome.
I'm gonna have
Oh
trouble
my
sleeping
gosh.
tonight now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have problems calling anybody Kevin now.
Or you're just gonna call everybody Kevin now.
Or yeah, everybody becomes Kevin. you
You'll never
splintery
watch Home Alone
bastard.
the same again.
Or any Kevin Hart movie.
Little y'all know,
man.
Percy works in IT, and he's secretly hacking our phones, and that's going to be our ringtone. That music. We're gonna wake up tomorrow morning, that ringtone.
Yeah, it's gonna hack our alarms.
I didn't
It's
know
gonna be
what
like,
the hell was going on.
Good
I thought
morning,
I was
freak
having a stroke.
bitches.
Oh, Nancy Weems says that Jared's got so many builds going he wouldn't notice.
That's
Right on.
Probably not
Don't
lying.
give him more fuel. Don't do it.
He's gonna walk out tomorrow and go, "Where'd this purple fucking Sportster come from? Like,
Why is there oil all over?
why is there oil everywhere?"
You should just roll it into his driveway and leave it in front of his garage, and he'll just roll it right in, work on it, roll it outside.
And then I show up and go, "When did it become a Triumph? What the hell happened there?" Like,
An unsanded Kevin sounds awful.
an unsanded Kevin.
I think a lot of us know what you're talking about, Jay. Been there, done that.
Jesus.
Whoa. Son of a bitch got stuck like a fish hook.
It's like a python. All the teeth went inside. Like this.
Got stuck like a fish hook. I don't know what's going on.
So Nappy, is there like a resignation process, or how does that work? Do you have to submit a letter?
We need a 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice.
No, she just goes, "Fuck it, I'm out."
If she hasn't quit by now, she's not quitting, dude.
Oh my god.
I've committed. We'll see.
She's elbow deep by now.
We are highly offensive.
Wow.
all
So
your
when is
fault.
the chopper going to be done? Because I'll, if it's okay, everybody, I'll ride to Tampa to hang out.
We've not announced the date yet.
No, we still gotta.
No.
There's still a lot of logistics we have to get through, but
Yeah,
No
Jared,
kidding, yeah, I'm sure.
Jared's doing that Born Free build, so he's tied up for another 3-4 months.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll run up because it's only 3 hours away.
3?
Hours away. Huh.
Okay.
If
Where,
you,
where are you, Monkey? Are you actually in Miami?
We live in Palm Beach. She works in Lauderdale. My office is in Miami. We run all over Southeast.
Oh,
Florida.
right on, right on.
Yeah, we'll get it done
Which is not
sooner
that close,
if
but
you
you put 'em-
donate your Sportster to us. We can get it done
He's
sooner.
gonna get shanked.
How about this? You come and write it back, and then you can have it. There.
Oh, check that out.
There you go.
Oh no, Percy! If you fly down here and push that fucker to Tampa, you can have it. As long as I can follow you in the truck with the camera going, like live
I
streaming.
may
What?
not do that, but I may
Percy
hire.
just died.
I might
everybody.
hire
Like,
somebody to do that. You know, that'll work.
We have a Sportster. It's in Nappy's garage. So
We do.
Yep.
We just can't pry it out of her hands.
That's
yet.
our fail safe.
Yep.
Not happening.
We'll get it in 2 weeks.
Yeah. As soon as she rides that sport glide, she's gonna be like, "How much?"
Oh, see, I'm off the hook. I didn't fuck it up. Ryan fucked it
fucked it
up.
up.
I'm off the hook. Thank you, Kid Moto 22.
God,
It's all right.
I'll blame it on the Modelo. No one
Holy
heard it.
crap, that's strong without
I was
ice.
gonna say there's no.
What do you got?
It's Blue Note Nashville whiskey. It's 120 proof,
Dang.
and without ice, it's just angry. It's very angry.
Very angry. It has
crap.
bite.
It gives you a hug. That's what they say in Kentucky. Bourbon gives you a hug.
It's a Kentucky.
No,
hug
not
right
120 proof. 120 proof stomps on your nuts.
Yes, it does.
there. Waffle
That-
stomps.
You can do a Statue of Liberty with that.
Well, I mean, your typical bourbon is actually 80 proof, so this is literally 50% stronger than your typical bourbon.
I never got a hug when I drank bourbon, ever.
Oh, I love bourbon.
I was usually beat up the next morning. Like, what the fuck happened?
It's all about
Things.
the warmth. The warmth when you drink it.
This isn't warmth. This is anger. This is
That's
rage.
angry.
Ryan?
JS, if you're on Instagram, go follow KidMoto22 and you'll see a Road Warrior fairing on a Road King.
Yes, you will.
It works.
It's a good looking bike.
Thank you.
It does work.
Heathen the poodle is in the other room.
How come the
At least
dog's
you're not
never
in
on
the
the live?
bathroom tonight, Nappy. That's
Yeah,
a
I
plus.
know.
I can go
Nappy,
get
was
her.
that code for something? I feel like I was just watching a 60s
It is.
sitcom.
It's
like,
code.
the poodle is in the other room.
Yeah.
It's code.
The moon hangs low in the distance.
Yeah. It's usually hanging out by the shower curtain there, but
You checking to make sure there's no foxes on that bed?
That was
Yeah,
not
no
a fox.
foxes. There's a log back there if you can see that.
Again,
A
this all
log?
sounds like code. What the fuck is
Yeah.
going on
What's
right
going
now?
on?
So last
have you
week-
heard about furries? You know what a furry is, Mr.
Oh,
Monkey?
goodness.
Oh yeah.
There
Have
you
you
go.
watched my channel? Every freak on earth hangs out with us. Like, you know,
So last week we all get on and we're chatting before we start recording, and conspicuously behind Nappy's head is what looks like what would be attached to a furry's costume on the backside. And so I
It looked
asked
like a
her-
furry Kevin.
Yeah, it did. And I asked her what the
thanks,
hell.
Tony, for explaining it in a way I will understand.
You're
Like, you know,
welcome. You're
I
welcome.
asked her what the hell was back there, and she said, "Oh, it's just the fox." And I was like, "Sure it is, sure it is." Now there's a name for it. Turns out that was her death dog's toy. So
I
If
thought
we-
you were telling us all Nappy's a furry. I thought that's where we were going with it.
No,
Like,
but
No.
we
It was
had
just
that
a big
conversation.
letdown of a story, wasn't it? Just
We had that conversation, and Tony didn't know what a furry was, so
I
we
just
had
not
to
know
educate
what a
him
furry was.
We
on what a
did.
furry was.
And my question is why do you all know? Because
That's a great question. I'm not sure.
Watch Entourage.
Bruce says, "Evening, first time. One of Monkey's freaks." Bruce is like, "Yeah, well, you know, Bruce is a furry. I just decided."
That guy
you
fucks.
just decided.
Like that guy fucks.
Oh god.
Oh, we ran Nappy off. She went to get her foxy furry thing.
She went to get the
If
dog.
she
I
comes
bet.
back dressed as a furry, I'm gonna be excited. Like, this is gonna be a good night. It'll be the best goddamn Wednesday in forever.
you better get your screen capture ready.
Screen cap.
Boy, it is
I
only
told you that guy
Wednesday.
knew
Dustin
he was
just
furry.
blacked out. That was
Dustin
more than
blacked
Dustin could
out.
take.
That's okay.
He went to put his on.
You had a
The guy that worked- that was the
you
guy
had
that worked with
she had a
me.
coworker who was
Yeah.
like an open furry.
Yeah.
This is
That's
a
how I
great
found out.
question.
Dustin says, wait, watch
He
this.
was actually
Hold
not.
my
I
beer,
bet you
watch
he
this
was
shit.
furry.
Oh, he's back.
Hold on a minute.
Dakota Rider says, "How do we get from social media's killing motorcycles to furries?" Because this is the 5 Dirty Bikers.
I was
You
kind of
see her?
asking myself that same question there. Dakota. I don't know what
How
the
do
fuck
you
happened.
think? We had a conversation recently, and I'm trying to be the ginger about this because she's always afraid to offend. But the topic of tonight was how motovloggers and social media are kind of killing biker culture.
There you go.
And I always say she has a really unique perspective in that she spends a lot of time with me around MC members and 1%ers, et cetera, and it's a different perspective from a woman rider. Blah, 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 blah. And we heard someone say recently, like, women riders this and women riders that, and she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, you know, like just some silly shit. So, what's your perspective? What I said. Anything that brings people to motorcycles is great.
You just transitioned me from furries into a serious motorcycle conversation.
Yeah, I mean, that is a hell of a
Maybe you
transition.
ride.
Let me
Come
sit into
on,
that.
you got to dress as a furry while riding.
I was going to
It's-
say you get extra points if you can bring that furry costume into the story, in your opinion.
Yeah.
Well, let me show you the one I got right here. No.
So I said, like, anything that brings people in is great, but at the same time, there's that, she's a very loving, protective bride, and she goes into the comments section, is like, "Motherfucker," like she's immediately, So your thoughts and perspectives
On motovloggers or in
and its impact
the new
on
generation of biking in general?
It is a big question, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of
So what impact has motor vloggers and social media had on the biker community? Like goods, bads,
Well, I mean, look, I think the first thing you see is that everybody talks about how this new wave of bikers, this new generation is terrible for bikers. We see.
Okay, well, just in there, like.
No, when we talk about going to Sturgis and you talk about taking an RV, or even talk about just filming anything, people are like, back in my day, which I don't blame them because I'm one of those people that you remember times of long past, and you think everything sounded better back then, I guess, because it was our prime. But I think I agree with you. Anything that brings attention to bikers, to I know people hate, I don't like calling them lady bikers, but women who ride, which is the highest growing, I think, demographic Harley Scott right now.
20% of Harley sales.
Yeah. And anything that brings attention to it and keeps it alive for a new generation is good. Whether you like it or whether you don't, or whether you agree with it or not, it's still bringing attention to something. If you get people talking about it, it keeps it going. Because what you don't want is to go to Sturgis next year and there's not, we complain about the young guys on four-wheelers, but I just don't want to see nobody there. Yeah. And that's, I think, a fear that a lot of people had for a while over there when COVID hit, that like, is it going to not go away, but what's happening to it? So I think anything that brings attention, you're going to have to deal with, the assholes that come with being a vlogger, not an influencer. I hate that name. But
you hit something on the head. That's a topic actually I thought of earlier. I loosely in my mind had sort of thoughts, and the idea of going to rallies to make content irks the shit out of me. Like, that's why you're going. Like, if you go to a rally or go to an event and you're like, oh, you know what, we should do a video, you don't forget, like, that's fine, that's great, and that's where you get legit fun stuff. But if you go to the thing because you want to make content, that's bullshit.
But it's fine. If they do it, that's fine, because again, it's still bringing attention to.
No, it's not fine.
I don't call it content.
It's not, you don't do the thing because you want to make content.
Cares why they do it?
I do.
Well,
I'll tell you what. I don't call that shit content. I call it evidence.
Yeah.
I don't need that in my life.
But let me ask you this though. I mean, if that content brings in more people, right, because of what they see, now it inspires them to make that journey and do that trip. No.
Okay.
That's right. That's this is just. I mean, it's just an opinion.
It's
I know
120.
it's an opinion. I'm
it's
not
that
saying
120
I'm right.
whiskey.
That's right. No, it's. I think that anything you do that has an air of falsity, I just reject. And if you go to something because you're making content, but then while you're there videoing, you pretend like you're. It just.
Well, that's a different thing. I'm just talking about going there for the purpose of making content in general by itself isn't necessarily a bad thing.
And there's a couple little subsets here. Like, so the idea of going to an event where people get wild and they may get a little rowdy and there may be some clothing optional activities. Topless Tuesday, I'll say it. If you go to Topless Tuesday with the intention of recording it and pointing a camera at the stage, you're a scumbag. Like that, like put the damn camera away.
Can see that.
Stop trying to record Girls Gone Wild and just enjoy.
But
like
that's
just
no different than the old guy saying, and you guys, you take your RV, back in those days we didn't have camera in the faces, we could enjoy. It's the same thing. It's the same guys who said that, the halftime show, it's just a different generation having the same opinion about what the new guys are doing. That's just.
No, I don't think an RV is anything near the same
different.
as
I think
video. The damn camera phone has destroyed a lot of rally events. Like, put your camera away when people are being rowdy and let them be rowdy, because what you're doing is incriminating people who have jobs and children.
Evidence. Yeah.
It's evidence. Tony's exactly right, but people could lose their jobs. Yeah. Also, if nothing else, what you're doing is you're making people like, no, I ain't going to do it because that guy's got a camera out. I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to be a part of this because the guy's videoing everything. Stop videoing that sort of stuff. Let that stuff happen. Video in the parking lot.
I would agree with that.
It is. Talk about how much fun it's going to be, and then shut the damn camera off. Go in and have a good time.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
so I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second, though. So, what about when your content creation is to document something cool that you're doing to inspire other people to do those same cool things? And I'll use myself as an example. So I've ridden the area of Sturgis. outside of the event time. So I rode the Black Hills, I rode Spearfish, I rode Iron Mountain Road, and all of those places up there. And I actually I didn't ride Iron Mountain Road, but I rode Needles Highway, and I made content of all of those rides. And then I posted those rides on my channel, and then it inspired other people to want to do that. Namely, Percy doing it with his son, right? So
that's great.
I think that's different than what you're saying, which is, taking something that's supposed to be fun and making it cheap, right? But I think exploitative, right? But I do think that. So say that same person that was as an example, I'll use myself as an example. If I was going to go to Sturgis and make content, the content that I would make when I was at Sturgis would be the ride in, things that were happening around my camp, right? And the ride out. But stuff that was happening in the middle of the rally, I might talk about it, but I'm not going to document it and use that as, you know what I mean? I may say, hey, this is what it would be like to camp, so that people that maybe have an opinion of what it's like to go to Sturgis. Now they're like, oh, wait a minute, that's not what I thought it was. I think that might be something I'd like to do. Right. Sure. I completely agree with you about the idea of exploiting some of the things that make that event
filming wet t-shirt contests.
Right.
Is what
exactly.
I'm getting at. Like,
that's frowned upon.
But I think that's a different thing than what Ryan and I are talking about, though.
Right. I think,
so my journey there, riding around the campground, just so you can see kind of what the layout's like and what the feel is like.
Yeah.
Some of the rides, even going to Topless Tuesday, I videoed a little bit of us riding there, and then in the parking lot, which is a field, we sat there and said, it's going to be a blast. Haha. We took shots together. We didn't even film that. But then the camera got turned off.
Yeah.
When we walked into the venue, because you don't know what you're going to see and whatnot. Going there with the goal of videoing somebody in pasties and body paint, like that's what you're after.
Right. That's a whole different
scummy.
Well, that's that's complete bullshit to do that with video, because everyone knows that the artistic way to do that's with a still camera. Exactly. So the video camera's got to go, and you bring out the glass
and smell-o-vision and all of it. If you're going to do it, then do it.
A nice watercolor, yeah. But I don't think it matters what. I think it's a little less. I think the difference, what Percy and Brian are talking about, is that it's very authentic. If people know that you go, people know that you ride. I think it's less about what you videotape. You should definitely not be that creepy guy, because we've had that. We've been at rallies and somebody's like hanging over and trying to. Like, you're not even wearing anything seductive, and they're just literally trying to stick a camera down your shirt.
Are they trying to grab Monkey's ass?
Yeah, that's exactly what they do to Monkey. They try to get his cleave.
Dude, I've got a nice rack. I can't help it.
But I think people just know when you come. I think Monkey's issue is that the Mister's is that he likes authentic people, and he just likes the natural. And you go there for a rally, and we say it all the time. We go to a rally to enjoy the rally. We film on the side. Doesn't matter if you film or you don't, or if you do it. At least in my opinion, I don't care what you film. I think, you know what your limits are. And if you don't, that's you as a person, not you as a moto vlogger or anything. But it's just a matter of people. I think people know when you're being authentic and know when you're just kind of being a poser who's just, filming this and all of a sudden puts it down and then goes and does something else, gets in their car and leaves or something. It's just, I think people pick up on that. And I think that's the difference between those people that have that staying power and those that don't. Because people are going to pick up on that.
That's true. I mean, I waste so many opportunities for content because I get there and I get in the moment and I put everything away because I want to just be there in the moment.
Absolutely.
So
it's a vacation. You pay a lot of money to go there. You pay a lot of money to have a good time. You want to be able to have a couple of drinks, to have a good time and not be, grilled or on camera the whole time. You're just there to have a good time, and the video is just something else you do on the side.
Yeah.
You want to share with people.
This is just an opinion, and opinions are like assholes and all that, and I know I'm an asshole. But I think the best content is stuff that's not planned.
Oh, I completely agree.
You just go there and go, this shit's funny, pull out the camera. But as long as you're not exploiting somebody, you're just going, this is awesome. Everyone should, like the Wall of Death in Leesburg.
I got a perfect example.
Like you're going to do like, this is badass. Everyone should come see this. This is great.
Remember when the bear knocked me off my motorcycle into the bus full of children when I was trying to save the nuns?
You mean you crashed in the mud?
No, that's not what happened. So somebody emailed and said something like, well, why didn't you tape it? I'm like, okay, wait. So
because
what
I
you're
was
saying,
worried about my wife.
so
Dumb
what you're
shit.
saying
Like,
is you should have put the.
Hang on a second. Hang on, babe. Lay under the bike on the hot pipe, burning your leg. Let's just, like.
Yeah, they actually said that. Like, why didn't you tape it? Why didn't you take a picture? Like, what? That's not what we're there to do. That was just something that happened. So things like that. People, I don't know.
Let me tell you, like nowadays, if it's not on tape, it didn't happen.
Yeah, but that's what you want sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't need the evidence. I get in enough trouble as it is. Fuck catching me on tape.
It's not even about YouTube content or anything. Sometimes we say the same thing about we're talking about Topless Tuesday again, but you're standing there and you're watching people that are getting wild and doing whatever, and you can't even see because every asshole in the crowd is like got their freaking camera phone out, and all you see is a sea of camera phones. And it's like, if you put your phone away, maybe some cool shit would happen. Like if
girls are not going to do that. With
put your
cameras
phone
in their face.
away, like, and I think that if we had a crowd chanting, "Put your phone away," they do it, and you'd have more fun. Like, let's. I think we should make that a thing. I think we should make that a thing of shame. If you're in one of those environments where
phone of shame.
Yeah, like your naughty shit's happening and you get your phone out, I think you should be kind of like shamed for it. Like, hey, put it away, man. Like,
you know how you can get somebody to stop filming? Put your phone in their face. Like,
yeah, there you go.
Them,
like,
start filming them.
Yep, just start filming them. They'll put their phone away right away. They're like, "What are you doing filming me? Dude, what are you doing filming them? Put your phone away."
Well, I'm just showing assholes who can't put their phone away.
You're
I'm
filming,
live streaming right
assholes.
now. Like,
This is going on my asshole reel, just so you know.
Yeah, give me your phone. I'll give you a real video of an asshole. It'll wink at you, man. I promise.
But the whole ride versus RV thing, that you got a valid point. That's always a comment.
Think it's a new generation.
I always say, look, if we're all coming from the same place and we're going to the same place and we all have RVs and we all have 5,000 miles to go, then we can judge each other. But from there, shut up about the whole ride. If you don't ride, you ain't real biker. First off, real bikers never say the word real biker. No one says that is legit.
They don't have to.
Yeah, they don't have to say it.
Yeah. If you're, what is it? Your dad used to always say, if you're a lion, you don't have to tell anybody.
Yeah,
and that stuck with me. Like, lions never have to say they're lions.
No. That's that quiet motherfucker in the corner. That's the one you never fuck with.
Well, be afraid of him.
Yeah, be afraid of him, that little quiet bastard in the corner.
Well, I remember MMM 19. There was somebody we were afraid of. Look at Percy.
So we had a guy show up at the event, and he showed up on a sport bike in full leathers, top to bottom, and rode with us. And none of us heard him, and he was like, bald head. None of us heard him say 5 words the whole time. And he was sleeping in Percy's cabin. And Percy said he woke up one morning and the guy was sitting on the edge of the bed just staring at him. Just sitting there staring at him.
Isn't it romantic?
Well, I guess my question is, why was he in your cabin?
That's a good question. There were 3 of us in that little A-frame.
Did any of you all wake up with chapped lips and a sore ass?
Not my ass. Not it. Not it.
Was he a gentle lover or kind of rough?
Yeah, that was a bizarre weekend.
Dude, you should have come up. I had the whole cabin to myself.
Didn't even know.
Better yet, if you woke up with chapped lips and a sore ass, would you tell anybody?
Well, he's looking for someone who's going to get his
I am.
You
all I'll say is I'm not the one that made the cabin assignments. So
Tony
you
had to,
and you.
Tony had to sleep in the same cabin as Sasquatch.
Yeah, I was in there with Ryan, and I was looking out the window for that creepy motherfucker too, man.
It was like one of those old timey fucking cartoons where they were snoring and the fucking roof comes up and comes back down.
Yep, that was happening in our cabin.
Dude, I've never heard anything make that kind of noise in my life. That snoring that was coming out of you. I mean, I thought a bear was dying or something. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
You didn't hear anything like that in your own house, though, did you?
No, because I don't know.
Ryan, did you wake up when the coyotes ran through the campground?
No, but Walter did.
Walter
Volts
did.
he was in that little lean-to tent out in the
I
middle.
don't think they ran through. I think they were scared to death from the fucking Sasquatch snoring.
Dude, I knew it. They smelled that beef jerky in my cabin and they were coming for me. I got up and legitimately sat on my door so it wouldn't open. I'm like, they smell the fucking Jack Links. I know it. I'm gonna die. That woke me up from a dead sleep.
Yeah, there were some.
It sounded like 20 women screaming in the night, and it was a full moon. And
that
it was
sounds
fucked
awesome. Like
it was,
what? I mean, now I'm intrigued.
Tell me you know what
Now there's
He don't know. In his life, he hasn't heard 20 women scream.
Never.
Dustin's like, I walked into that shit.
you got me. You got me. Wow.
I just look over and see my done life says Purdy
Purdy
mouth.
mouth.
Purdy mouth. It's like,
He pulled that out awful quick, didn't he?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're trying to see if there's any comments.
Oh, there's a lot of
fucking
comments
ton.
out there, dude.
Jesus Christ.
It's been rocking. Yeah, I was just looking.
Oh, man.
how weird is it that we leave for Daytona in 2 weeks and I'm almost dreading it?
Why is that?
Daytona sucks.
It's fucking dirty, man. Daytona's
It's not
dirty.
even just that. It's like the douchebag factor is off the fucking chart.
Is it strong?
Like, oh, I've never seen so many. What are these things called? Slingshot, strap back.
Oh, the Batmobile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all you sitting on Main Street with 9 billion people and just hearing like the guy. I'm like, it's just the worst sound on earth. And you can't move. And slingshots with fucking Christmas lights all over them. It's a miserable. It's just miserable. Like
a lot of guys with bedazzled jeans, isn't there?
Oh, lots of affliction
Hey,
t-shirts.
nobody make a CDO crack, okay? That is
Whole
not...
lot of affliction t-shirts. Like it's and then you go downtown and you hang out with friends. We see that it's great, and then we go back to the campground and we're happiest there because we're hanging out with rednecks that are our kind of biker folk that we have a good time in the campground. But Main Street Daytona is the armpit of the biker world.
It's just not a lot of riding either. You can't.
Oh, there's no riding.
Don't go for the
ride.
ride.
Loop is great.
Yeah, that's
the
a nice
loop's beautiful. And then 45 minutes later, you're like, all right, now what do I do? There's no riding.
Leesburg's better than Daytona.
Leesburg's much better than Daytona.
Mm.
Yeah,
They're called three-wheeled Kevins.
Three-wheeled Kevin.
Splinters and all.
It smells like Axe body spray.
Ed Hardy shirts.
Bedazzled jeans and Axe body spray. That's what Daytona is.
There it is. Trying to be right at
Who
home.
was it that said, "Oh, it's a no, it's a slingshot," and they said, "I don't give a fuck. I still ain't waving at it." Was that you, Tony? That, said
That is me. Fuck that.
That's
If it has
Tony,
a
yeah.
steering wheel and a seatbelt, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're not getting away from me.
I'm not.
I
waving
can't
at
believe
my
they don't have air conditioning yet.
Yeah, no.
That's a
They
good
have
point.
roofs.
Fuck,
Can't you
fuck
get
that.
You can have roofs. You
Yeah,
can have a
they
roof
have-
on it.
you
It's
put a
a
roof on it.
car. It's a car. It's okay.
fucking car.
Now, here's the thing. If you just look at it for what it is, it's cool. Like, if I had tons of garage space, it'd be a fun thing to head down to the Keys in. And actually, what I want to do is just do freaking donuts in it. Because you turn the wheel all the way and dump the clutch, it'll just spin. Like, it'd be a blast. But it's not a bike. It's not a bike. Don't go to bike stuff. Don't wave at bikers. It's a car.
It's a car. I have a hard time waving at Gold Wings. They have reverse.
They have air conditioning too.
And they have
That's not
reverse.
nice,
a fucking
'cause when they
motorcycle.
turn the cappuccino maker off, they'd wave back. So that's not nice. Come on now.
It's espresso.
It's the
Espresso.
I look at it this way. I don't judge, and I try not to judge at all. I
Wait,
swear
did you
to
just
God.
say you don't judge?
I try.
Come on now.
God help me, I try.
Come on now.
I try. I don't. If I don't judge trikes, of course, because my old man rides one. I don't judge the Can-Am Spiders because I have friends that ride them for reasons they need to be on 3 wheels, and it still has handlebars and they still straddle it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's my minimum acceptable. Like, are your legs on either side? And does it have handlebars? There you go. I'll give you that.
handlebars,
got a stick shift, a seat, a steering wheel,
and a
pedal.
seat
It's
belt.
a car.
Are you
it's
talking
a car.
about Pornhub again? You just said handlebars and legs on both sides. I thought for sure you were back on Pornhub.
No, there's a new. I'll send you the website.
You're having flashbacks?
You can order it. You can order
You
that.
can order it.
It's a swing.
I have that already.
Tony installed a couple in his day.
Yeah, Tony.
No, Bert. I record
see,
it.
I
Rally.
still-
I
I need parts for my motorcycle, so let's get this going.
Dude, you've had that glory hole since Halloween. Is
Hey,
there
man,
a reason you're keeping
$20 is $20, dude. I thought we determined that earlier.
Worn out. Isn't it supposed to have electrical tape or like duct tape around the hole? You don't want to chafe, man.
You
Come
don't
on.
want to chafe.
That's the clean side. He already had to flip it once.
Oh, yeah.
You flip it, there's lots of discoloration.
Don't ask me.
I'm gonna get the Spanish word for you. What is that? You don't want to be a Rosario. You need
Oh my God. Yeah, we're going to hell.
Look here. Don't when you wear Crocs when you ride. That's it.
not short.
That's it. I know. He's probably there with him.
Hey, look, Bert knows he's my friend. I set my truck on fire for him.
Yeah, that's true.
They all got
shit.
quiet.
Hey, Skylar.
I was barbecuing lobster tails at Daytona Biketoberfest, and I set my truck on fire.
No, nice.
I was wasted.
That
was
sounds
like,
horrible.
this will be fine on the tailgate of my truck, and set my truck on fire.
Did you get video footage of that for the channel?
They did.
Hey,
oh,
shit hit.
that first person came in with a comment that was strong. oh.
Oh,
damn.
You know,
It should be rubbed off. There's
Yeah.
a
Damn.
spot around there, you know.
Wow.
look at
Somebody
Zach.
boot that motherfucker right now.
I'm going to ban his ass right
Where's
now.
the band hammer?
The ban hammer's coming.
Zach, seriously, give me a ring sometime soon, dude.
We hadn't
if you want to
heard
see the
shit out
video,
of Zach
that's
for
a-
like months, and he comes in swinging.
Comes
with
in
a comment
firing
like that.
shots. Just
Yeah.
pew, pew, pew.
If you go check out your Five Dirty Bikers, Baggers and Brews, there's a video when I set my truck on fire. Like if you check Daytona in October, although knowing George, the video came out in like March next month because Steven fucking Spielberg takes him 4 months to edit a video to get it out. But you know, Bert's dying laughing right now. I guarantee it. Hearing me say that because I give him some shit, but. It's like, well, you know, I had to call Scarlett Johansson in to do her spot. You know,
Oh,
like,
Lord.
I think calling him daddy.
Oh boy, look at this one.
Oh, my
Who's daddy?
God.
Zach.
Oh man.
Well, no one can say anything about Van.
Well, he's
No.
been,
Man's
he's already
good
been to
shit.
Uranus then.
Van cracks me up. He says that he changes the tires in his Golding by just kicking that fucker over. I was like, that's one way to do it. He's like, just push it over. It's easier to get the wheels off. What's you know?
It's
Like,
easier to do it. You don't even have to jack it up anymore. It's just there. It
yeah,
is.
no, push that fucker over.
Oh, shit. All right.
Nappy, you need to
Van
stop
is
talking
dead.
so much.
I know.
Just let
Nappy,
it
you're
continue
talking.
to
I'm
word
getting-
Android.
I'm getting really
was one
sleepy over
prayer.
here.
You're at like 100 miles an hour with gusts up to 120. I mean, you're just talking.
In a minute, we all get quiet, and she just takes over.
Yeah, she
Starts talking about Kevin, and you know, like
I'm talking about Kevin.
She's pissed because we let the cat out of the bag tonight. So
She's
Ryan let the cat out of the bag, and I knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
there you go.
You kept
too
it
many-
together for.
Too many people
Whoa.
are in the know.
I'm
kept
not-
it.
I'm not good
Kept
with
it together
secrets.
for a while.
Well, we
But,
all
yeah,
take a
you're
great deal
clearly
of pride in the fact that we pushed you that direction very hard, and you took the bait, and
Oh.
you know, you did it. So we have a lot of pride.
I've been waiting to buy a new motorcycle for like a year, so it didn't take a lot of pushing.
This is true.
so.
She was
Nappy,
easy.
what you should learn from this is don't tell them anything.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
It's probably
That's like
best.
that's a lesson learned. Like they don't tell them nothing.
It's probably
Dude, man, I was waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning with 80 questions from her in the chat about this damn bike. There wasn't. It was not us.
Oh, Whit Mezza's here. A real rider actually
hey,
shows
Whit.
up. Like
She's been
I
on for a
just
while.
I missed it. Really, she was here earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the deal is, Whit's supposed to stay at the Buffalo Chip, and I'm gonna ride around the Buffalo Chip on the back. Which the funny thing is, I was telling her, I'm like, you might think you're riding that bike, but if I'm on the back, I'm riding it. You just have hands on the controls because
You're just staring.
if a fat guy goes left, you're going left. Like, you know,
I told her I'd go on one of their adventures with her in a sidecar.
There you go.
Sidecar on, I'll go with you.
Is it gonna?
Tony, you would make it the first day with Whit, man.
Are you gonna
Fuck
have
no, man.
anxiety though when the bike gets dirty? You won't
No,
be able
because
to clean someone else's
I'll
constantly.
have cleaning supplies with me.
He'll be
I
auto
keep my shit
cleaning while
tight.
they're riding.
Be down there.
Yeah, out of the sidecar.
Be down there with all the snacks.
You all keep riding them dirty ass bikes. I ain't gonna do it.
Haven't you
I'll
seen
just-
it? You missed
Like,
it.
heck yes.
You missed it, Brittany. When he was riding, he was spraying the bulk light right in the front of his helmet, washing his visor off as he was going
Shoot,
down
sometimes my visor doesn't even get clean. The other day we went riding, and like halfway through the ride, I'm like, "Why is there this giant fucking smear across my face? I can't see anything."
That's called the squinky eye.
I was like, Nappy, stop. No, bail out. Bail out. Don't
Abort the mission.
go.
Bail out.
Bail out.
You're going into places that you can't come out of.
All of a sudden, Tony's like, well, I have a PowerPoint for you real quick. Let me bring that up. Like,
Let me,
So-
let me
so here-
explain to you
here-
how this happens.
Here's a merch idea. What if we get Tony Cox fanny packs made that have all your cleaning shit in it?
Yeah, there
I
you
love
go.
it.
So
That
it's a
is
Cox pouch?
phenomenal.
The cock,
Yes.
the cox bag.
Cox, it's his sack.
It's a cock sack.
It's a Cox sack.
Oh, that's perfect.
Comes with a bottle
And
of
everyone
F11.
who's not involved in like this like YouTube thing would be like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Whit says, "Take my money."
Buy one.
It's gonna have a patch on it that says cock sack right on the front. Of it.
Right on this.
It's gonna have his logo right in the middle.
The only difference is there'll be some people that will probably cut holes in it, so when you open it up,
It's like
That's
bachelor
the
party. It's
beauty
like
of it. It's
bachelor
gonna
party
have
when
a
you order
hole
the
in it.
footlong.
yep.
So,
Reach in here. I have exactly what you're looking for.
Hold
Keep
on.
reaching. Keep looking.
keep looking. It's in there, I
Get out the
promise.
window cleaner.
Right under the microfiber.
Oh my God. Caesar says travel size can be tiny cock size.
Tiny cock sacks.
That's the one you put on your wrist.
No, that was, I don't know if Monkey heard that story, but on my son's birth certificate, no shit, they fucked up my name and it says Tiny Cox.
I love there's like a legality to it.
Oh.
I love there's like by
Yes.
law, your name is Tiny Cox.
I think the lady did, or the man, whoever did it on purpose. God damn it.
They're like,
But yeah, it says
pain in
Tiny
the
Cox
ass.
right on
He
there.
is now
Father,
Tiny
Tiny Cox.
Did you
No.
Sharpie it or did you get a new one made?
No, it's still there. It's Tiny Cox.
Can you
Tiny
make
Cox.
prints so we can
That's-
sell them on
man,
our
that-
website?
That sounds like a lot of work to have that changed, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Every year he goes to school with his son and goes, yes, I'm Tiny Cox.
I'm Tiny Cox.
Just call me Tiny.
Just call me Tiny.
PC for short.
Oh God.
Well, for those of you out there in internet land, 5 Dirty Bikers is going to be launching our first ever for purchase hats coming to our website next week.
Yeah, get you some.
5 Dirty
How?
Bikers hats.
Be on the site.
www.5dirtybikers.com/merch or just hit the merch button
Merch.
and it'll take you
Okay,
right
that's
to
one
there.
I'll order. I ordered a Cycle Source hat today.
You can get it delivered right to your house.
I'll tell you what, the Callens are cool people. We got to.
Yeah,
We actually
right
have to. We
before.
have to schedule a time with them to be on their live show.
Yeah, we do.
They're very cool. I finished watching theirs today. I was like, this dude, like, The stories of him setting fire to the fucking broken
Him and his buddy driving that diesel through the bar.
Yeah.
The chaos is a part of it all.
Chaos is a part
That's
of
when
it
your
all.
friend is the devil.
Yeah.
It's like what was that trades planes and automobiles when Steve Bart looks over at John Candy?
That's when people didn't film everything. God damn it, evidence.
Yeah.
You could get away with shit like that. That never happened. That was just a
Biden
rumor.
Life says, has a Sportster been found yet for the giveaway? No, it has not. We are
It
still
has
looking
not.
for a Sportster.
We're gonna look hard now that we have the voted style is set. So
Yeah, one will be purchased here soon.
Yep.
We're gonna just take nappies.
Or if you know anybody that's got one that wants to get rid of one, let us know.
I know somebody.
Nappy's got
You can
one.
get that purple bastard on my garage.
I'm keeping mine.
Down there.
Down there.
Who are you giving the finger to?
I'm dyslexic. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Wheel.
All right. We wrapping this thing up?
I think it's time to go.
Wrap it on up. Monkeys, thank you so much for joining us. It was awesome.
Yeah,
hanging
that
out
was a
tonight.
good time, man. I like these live streams. They're fun.
It's fun.
Are
to
you
poke
saying
the
we're
monkey.
not fun? On regular Mondays aren't
Well,
fun?
no,
enough?
it's something different. It's something different.
The rest of the time is bullshit. These live streams are fun.
These live streams are fun. We got to chop the podcast up so much. You don't know what you're going to get.
Wow.
Anytime, we're always here to be drunken, stupid assholes together. That's kind of like
Why
our.
don't you speak for yourself? I'm your chaperone.
Well, I'm always ready to be a drunken asshole. I'll tell you right now.
Well, we hope to see you in Uranus.
I really don't want to see anybody in Uranus, to be real honest.
No, I'd like to see the monkeys in Uranus. I think
I'll
that
see
could
them
be a
in the
lot of
loo.
fun.
I'll see you guys in the loo in August, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, you'll see me. I don't think she'll be there, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. You're going to the loo together?
Not in the
Yep.
UK sense.
St. Lou.
Oh,
St. Louis.
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because St. Louisans don't know that means toilet.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know.
just confused because we're talking about Uranus and then you're
Uranus,
meeting in
yeah.
the loo. Just kind of freaked me out there for a little bit.
Eating the
Okay.
loo to see Uranus.
The arch is the gateway to
Yeah.
Uranus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure
it
is.
really
Oh,
is.
I like that.
We'll have to stop in the
It
arch
is.
for some photos.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like prom pics.
It's like the
Two of
belt.
you?
It's like the belt.
Prom pics.
It's like the belt buckle heading
Look,
to the.
Dustin,
is.
you go to St. Louis, meet up with Dustin. I'm going to send 2 corsages, and then you two take prom pics. on the two.
There you
We'll get
go.
Oh my
photos,
God,
we'll
could
get
you put
photos
your
of me and
shoulder
Mikey
on
putting them
my-
on
like,
each
my
other.
shoulder and the
Consider that done. That's going in the RV.
Pass through the arches and cross the taint, and you're in Uranus.
We're gonna be at like Shady Jack's having a drink. All of a sudden, a courier walks in with 2 fucking flower corsages. Like,
Dustin will be
She's
like,
making
it's just
shit
me and my monkey.
Oh my God, we get sidetracked so bad.
We do. You should wrap this up, Dustin, before we go down a rabbit hole.
All right. We want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. It was good to see this many on a live stream of ours. Very, very grateful you guys stuck around for this 2 hours we've been on. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want more info about the podcast, go to 5dirtybikers.com. That way you can get informed about the Sportster bill we got going on. Appreciate it very much, you guys. Make sure you keep it dirty.
You filthy bastards.